man, I love what we got going on, man. This is going on like 6 years now. We've been doing this. I've been loving every minute of it. And I feel like last week, which was Rain Dupree, was one of our greatest moments we've ever had, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a real moment right there. Until you brought up the game 7 to ruin the moment, but it wasn't all the way ruined. But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little too soon. I'm over it now. But still, you know what I'm saying? It was just a little too soon and, unexpected. But I look forward to seeing Kiki and the rest of the guests that we got today and hearing some of this new music. You know what I'm saying? This is an event for my life every week. Wednesdays, 3 o'clock Eastern. Let's go.
No, absolutely. I want to hear what she got to say too. Shout out to one of my friends. She was telling me some of the questions to ask her, which was dope yesterday. And every week, man, we got somebody different. So just blessed that we could do this on a weekly basis and turn up and share whatever the case is, and that's what it is. So, but anyway, guys, we're gonna handle a couple technical difficulties over here. Let's give everybody a couple of minutes. We'll be back. Shout out to Raymond T. Just stepped into the building. Yeah, we'll be right back.
My bad. I didn't hear what else you said, CL.
You said we be back in a minute, Punch.
Okay, bet. Word, what it do? These times, what it do?
Yeah, we over here, man. Groovy movie, as we always do.
Let's get it.
Yeah, we got to kill that. That's what's over everything. Well, look good. I just saw your call. Killer, I bought a thing that we can.
Yeah, shout out to everybody on the check-in. Cool Kel, Coalition Carolina, was good. Raymond, I got you, man. Don't worry about it. I just had a technical difficulty over here, but I got you coming, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We here.
Groovy movie shirt is coming. I promise you, man. I already got it. Matter of fact, I'll show you. I'll show it to you in a second.
What?
What up?
What's good? What's good? What's good? We in the building, man. You know how we doing it.
Nasty Nights checking in. DMV Coalition. You know the business.
No doubt. Another Wednesday, man. We here, man. We here for the bullshit. Let's go.
G Styles, what's up, baby? Cool Kel, what's happening?
What's up, Kel? What's going on, my guy?
What's up, man? What's the word, man? We gotta do another tape, man.
What up, Kel? I ain't seen you since my city.
What up, Nasty Nice, bro? You gotta book me to come back through. Let me know what's happening.
Yeah, we mapping it out now, dog. Absolutely, we mapping it out now.
Wait, time out. Don't play like you ain't just hit me on the sneak tip about that. You know what happens every time I do a mixtape with any of y'all coalition niggas?
Hey, man, I'm gonna hit you, bro. We gonna get it going.
It's up and it's stuck.
Yeah, that Carolina Connect too, yo.
That's
why I gotta hit you, bro.
I just dropped one a couple of weeks ago with the Tennessee crew, Flight Risk 3.
Okay.
So I got that in the streets right now. So
yeah,
get that DMV tape on.
I mean, we still got to get the setup for that one. Somebody else hit me about Detroit. Hit me for another one. I said Detroit keep trying to challenge me with these mixtapes. I said I beat y'all on the intros alone.
Don't do it. We can go ahead and put that contest together. Let me get back in the studio and get my hosting, my hosting up a little bit most times.
Come on, man. I do this shit in my sleep. Y'all know how I'm getting it in, man. I do this shit in my sleep and then wake back up and do another remix or something.
It's all cool, baby. It's all love. You know it. I'm gonna come down there in Atlanta and rock with y'all, man, too.
Yo, you know we got a lot of shit going on out here. Atlanta is just a whole market of just everything to fucking do, especially on the weekends.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to put something together for next month though for my birthday shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do like a not no YN shit, but on some 80s and 90s, you know what I'm saying, old school paid in full type party. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Classic.
I'm gonna have the people doing the old school drawings and that niggas take the background back in the day type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to do all that shit. The whole theme is like old school house party, paid in full type shit. That's the theme of it. just for something because my OGs, I know y'all in here. We need a party for us. I'm tired. I do these YN parties every week. We need something for us, and for my birthday, I'm going old school with it. Fuck it. Why not?
At your age. At your age.
You know what it is over here, man. Listen. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. I see everybody on the check-in. They trying to figure it out now in New York. CL got technical difficulties in New York right now, so that's why.
Yeah, we getting it right now. We just had a couple of things going on.
Nah, you know, we got you over here, man.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. Again, shout out to everybody who pulled up. Heck of a week, man. Just a lot happening, a lot of laws changing. We can get into that. I'm sure Kwame got a lot to say about that. Rest in peace, DJ Ammo from New York, New Jersey area. He passed away this morning, and so like sending tidal waves to our area. He used to do Meet the DJ. I met him through DJ Flipside, and he was just a very cool, loving dude. And we lost him today, so rest in peace to him.
Rest in peace, prayers and condolences for real.
Yeah, so sad situation going on. I think it was a heart attack that they're reporting. So, because he was the type of guy, a very bubbly guy, So, rest in peace to that and whatnot. And another person, man, another one of my friends, sons passed away as well. It's just really strong, man. I mean, I say black men, black women, Latino men, Latino women, white men, white women, everybody check your mental health, man. I just want to say that because it's stuff happening that we don't realize is happening. And sometimes you don't know until it's too late, not to turn everything so dark, but it's just scary times.
The shit is crazy right now. Listen, shit is crazy everywhere right now. Everywhere.
I agree, man. And we got to do the best to sort of it's hard because you can't really identify with people whether they are feeling away or if they're sick or if they're good. How do you know? But what you can do is just keep talking to people and try to form groups, support groups. The little things count now, man. Just any little thing, it all helps. You never know what somebody will say to somebody to make them just go one more step, just a little longer or whatever it may be. But rest in peace to those we lost or whatever. All right, we got to get into some music in a second. I'm trying to sort of scramble to play a song. Let me see if I can find something real quick.
That's why I came on and started talking for everybody.
You want me to get the share? See,
yeah,
you get it figured out over there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Let's play something. Shout out to DJ 750. He's pulling up in the building.
All right.
Kelvin G, we see you. Of course, Gary Archer holding it down. Yay area.
Yeah, we go.
DJ Old School in San Antonio. They trying to make some moves with their basketball team.
We ain't talked about it. See, how you feeling about Mike Brown? What's happening? What's happening?
I don't know what we doing. I like Mike Brown. I don't love Mike Brown. I'm like, if you're not going to Mark Jackson as a Knicks fan, what are you doing? What are you doing? If we're not getting Mark Jackson, what is the whole point of this whole exercise? Because Tibbs,
might be doing something.
But when was the last time Mark Jackson coached? It's been about 10 years, ain't it?
Been about a
10,
minute.
15 years.
I mean, that sounds about right with all this trash coaching we got out here. The way I really feel is that the players do 90% of it. Coaches, to me, they just managing the minds of the players and trying to get them to work together. But other than that, it's very rare. Like you have the coach from the Rockets, right? Ime Udoka. He's a coach. You got y'all coach that was
Mitch Brown and I mean Mitch Johnson, and we got Mike Brown is from the San Antonio family too. So I mean, them San Antonio bred coaches, look out, they're all over the league right now. They got
but Old School, what I'm saying is that when you look at what Popovich left as a coach, getting guys to play team ball, making people listen to him.
Right.
That's
Give 'em
coaching,
respect.
man. Yeah, I can't say how much
From the
coaching.
top to the bottom, get respect. It's like pounding the rock. He says you got to pound the rock. You know, you can't. When you can hit the rock one time, it ain't gonna affect it. But you hit that shit 1,000 times, you're gonna crack it into pebbles. And that's what they keep doing, just pounding that shit. Next year, watch out, look out for them Spurs. I'm telling you, man.
I was just gonna say,
them up.
I was just gonna say, clearly you're a San Antonio fan. I talk that shit. Anyway, let's play a record. We'll come back and get into the mix. Shout out to everybody who's here.
Man, there's a big difference between OGs and DGs, you heard me? And we about to set the record straight. All my OGs, salute, man. Stand up, we see y'all. But all the DGs, that's disappointing grown-ups. Man, you need to sit back and take notes right now, you heard me? That's like there's a big difference between hip-hop and hypocritical hop. It's all coming together, man. Let's get into it. Look. D1. Originals, well-respected individuals. Disappointing grown-ups, they really pitiful. Teach you not to make mistakes they once made. Had you crashing out, send you to an early grave. They show you how to make your money legally. Be jealous or you hating on you secretly. Gon' tell you follow God's plan and trust it. Gon' hand you a gun and tell you bust it. Teach you the fast life ain't cool as it seems. Be 50, but they still acting 15. Got wisdom that'll keep your soul filled. Think the streets and jail make you real. OGs, this for my OGs. Salute my OGs. DGs, don't need no DGs. Can't be no DGs. OGs, this for my OGs. Salute my OGs. DGs, don't need no DGs. Can't be no DGs. OGs, this for my OGs. Salute my OGs. Don't need no DGs, can't be no DGs. OGs, this for my OGs, salute my OGs. DGs, don't need no DGs, can't be no DGs. OGs sat me down and told me when I was out of line. Said money over everything's the bottom line. Help me nurture my talents, they encourage me. Felt threatened by my talents, they discouraged me. Told me being with one woman is the key. Told me be with lots of women, just keep it P. Told me how to treat everybody with respect. Told me how to backstab people for a check. Said my success is measured by the folks I help. Said get me, don't worry about no one else. Told me for my actions, I'ma answer to God. Mislead you, then they leave you soon as times get hard. OGs, this for my OGs, salute my OGs. DGs, don't need no DGs, can't be no DGs. OGs, this for my OGs, salute my OGs. DGs, don't need no DGs, can't be no DGs. OGs, this for my OGs, salute my OGs. DGs, don't need no DGs, can't be no DGs. OGs, this for my OGs, salute my OGs. DGs, don't need no DGs, can't be no DGs.
I figured that one appropriate for you, C Styles. Since you're talking about having some grown functions, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the idea was cool, but that wasn't it. Nah, that wasn't gonna be all. Nah.
Either way, you know, we've had D1 on the call. Hypocritical Hop is the latest project out now. Most of the singles he's dropped off of the project already. So I wasn't even really sure if we had played that one because I was listening to. I mean, the project's good. You know what I mean? He spits his message.
Yeah,
So,
but like Salt and Pepper said, that's not it.
that's not it. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But like I said, I figured that you was talking on your grown versus your YNs. You know
Hell
what I'm saying?
yeah, we trying to have a groovy movie over here before the summer's out, man. What you talking about?
How is the scene in ATL right now? Because there's this conversation like people ain't drinking no more. People ain't really, you know what I mean, functioning.
Yeah, I don't know what you talking about. Everybody out here drinking. Trust me.
Okay.
Should have been here. Should have been out here for Cinco de Mayo, man. Hey, boy.
Yeah, but let me ask you, how much are they charging for drinks? Because they're not drinking like that in New York. It's $25 a joint.
Yeah.
Well, see, the difference is different prices. Price ain't the same in New York as it would be in Georgia. So niggas is getting more bang for their buck out here
That's what I know.
than they are getting. So
It's
a
nasty
person
out
could
here.
come here. A person could come here and get tossed. I mean, tossed, and still have a little bit of money left over to go to Waffle House afterwards.
They was talking about like the fact that, you know, they're also battling like, you know, cats is smoking, you know, cats is doing pills, they doing other stuff instead of drinking because it's
Certain niggas, not me.
cost effective and better. Now listen, I'm not advocating for anybody to do anything. I'm
Right.
just saying this is what is being said by way of promoters and owners and all of that stuff.
Yo, listen, don't believe the hype. That's all I'm saying.
It's all good. Shout out to Atlanta. You
No
know,
doubt.
heard up.
We here. God damn it, we here.
Yeah, man. Cardi B album is on its way. From what I'm hearing, Cardi B album is on its way.
That's a funny situation in itself.
That could be. And then you also have the Clips. The Clips album is on its way as well.
The vinyl. Oh, they got limited vinyl, and the vinyl is clear.
Is that right?
Yeah, I saw it this morning. Yes.
I'm excited for that. I'll be honest with you. I've been giving the Clips a hard time. I'm open to hearing the album, obviously, but I'm just saying, I feel like
I saw the full-length 12-inch, and it was like, yo, like, yeah, I need doubles of that. I told him this morning, like, don't send me one copy and think you're gonna get away with it. Nah, send me doubles. I need doubles of that full-length album.
Okay. Say no more.
It's clear, and the vinyl is clear too. I meant to say.
Yeah, bring back vinyl. Bring it back. We need that. Like I was saying earlier, man, we got a big day here in New York. We're doing our first, I guess, new media Wednesdays, which should be pretty interesting. Got a whole bunch of media and artists coming through the spot. So if it gets a little crazy in our background, just know that something's going on. You know what I mean? So just a clear heads up on that. And then other than that, we have a pretty good showcase later on as well. So should be pretty lit here. So if anybody's in New York and they want to come by, feel free.
So another big news, more hits to the music industry. Warner Music has announced another $170 million layoff taking place with more emphasis on global acts than here in the States.
Ooh. So what does that mean? What are we looking at? What is to come from that? Are we saying that American music is being devalued? Are we saying
possibly?
Is it not monetizing? Is it not monetizing like it should be? That's a big statement to say.
That's a big statement.
Yeah, to say they're putting more emphasis on global music, that means something to me, you know, because America's held the world down in music for, I'm going to go to the 60s. I mean, we're going to go back to James Brown, or we're going to go back to like rock and roll coming out of America that spread, black rock and roll that spread around the 50s.
Yo, there's really too many companies trying to merge together to try to save themselves. Like every time you turn around, it's like Jive is with RCA, RCA is with someone else, and then somehow everybody's going to either Interscope or Universal. It's like too many majors are trying to merge with each other. Like it's like, what are y'all doing? MCA with Geffen with Interscope. It's like, what are we doing? I'm not understanding.
I wonder because I think you're right. Like everybody's trying to save money. And part of it is because they're trying to save money, but I think they're doing it for the wrong reasons. So where's your grassroots marketing that still works? We were talking about how
they got rid of those people.
So, yeah, but so my thing is this: when a song is played on a radio station in Atlanta, or a song is played on a radio station in San Diego, how much Shazams, streams, follows, and likes, and all of that stuff? How much do the metrics actually move? I can speak for New York, and when a DJ plays a song on the radio, people will tell you immediately that they know what happened because their metrics spike up. Yet we're saying that we do not want the people that actually can make that happen. Not to mention that a spin pays out way more than a stream as well. And the people that are responsible for doing these grassroots efforts, we don't want them at the company. We're not trying to make money anymore. And I'll land here. And I think it's because the way the music business is structured now, it is partnerships. You know, the labels are in partnership with the Spotifys and other digital platforms of the world, and they get cut a $300 million check every year, and they don't have to do anything to get it. So, I have a beef with that, and I'm going to land there.
That's a lot of fuckery going on right there.
Brittany, go ahead. You seem like you are ready to put your Superwoman glasses on. And
Talk your shit.
I think I heard a few people in the comments, including myself, agree with this point that a lot of artists are independent now. So they caught on to what big business is all about. They're doing their own marketing via their social media. They're putting together their own shows. And because of that, if I'm a company and I could say, well, look, I can make a $20,000 investment in a foreign act and create a Bad Bunny that's going to bring in millions and millions of dollars just off of a tiny investment. You can't offer an American artist a low number now to sign with you, because they can do more numbers independently. So, or the same. So I do feel like the independent game has changed the landscape too. People are waking up to big corporations like taking advantage. How it's hurting us is independent artists already have a hard time doing things like touring and putting music out and marketing themselves. But they're making it work. I mean, we had Maya on the show not too long ago, who has been independent for 8 years. So she's still able to make it work. So they see acts like that and they're like, well, she doesn't need big business. We got to go where the money is, and they're following the bag.
Yeah, same with Sierra. I mean, like I said, a lot of legacy acts, you know, they, whether you want to, you know, for lack of a nastier word, you know, always claim to slave to the label. You know, they did what they had to do. But I mean, you talk to any veteran artist and they will tell you, I will never sign to a major ever again. You know what I mean? So, you know, and again, when we look back at the majors, and again, we talk about the three, right? UMG, Warner, Sony, those are the big dogs. They're trying to take back the control of it all, you know? So what's up, Big Red? What's cracking out there in Dallas? Hey, speaking of between you and Quantum, y'all good out there with the rains? What did the rains hit?
Can y'all hear me pretty good?
Yeah.
The rain, man, it's crazy, man. It's Houston getting a lot worse than we are, but the other people in South Central Texas, they the ones who really, you gotta pray for them, man. It's really bad there. I think the count is up over 100 some people now that they found dead.
119, over 119. It's over there by San Antonio. It's closer to San Antonio, right. Really. It's off of Kerrville, which is like 40 miles from San Antonio.
Right.
And, yeah,
that's out here by us. Yeah, it's been pretty hectic.
And then we even had a death like about a month ago where 12 people got washed, just getting off the freeway, got washed away into a creek. You know, so the weather here is just crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like like I said, just pray for them families, man, and all that, man, because it's like we got a nice little flash flood here yesterday. It was flooding in Mesquite, so you know it bypassed us in Arlington, but Mesquite they had a real bad flash flood out that way. But on to the what was going on with the Warner Bros. A lot of time they were saying that the money was going out to these independent labels, and they were cutting a lot of the independent labels that signed in that got those Warner Brother contracts for their record labels, and they weren't moving people. They weren't in a lot of A&R reps, so they basically cut a lot of those people out. That's where a lot of those cuts went to. I don't know those cuts, so it wasn't like they were we're just gonna cut it. Just a lot of those labels that's, you know, them cats that's trying to get their labels up that sign those contracts, they weren't making good on their loans. So and he had to cut, and they just wanted to cut and reinvest, and that was the whole purpose of that.
Okay.
I think the labels just trying to be cheap because they had so much overhead that they had to pay for. They was just trying to cut costs, like for marketing, A&R, and all the other shit that comes with getting the artist together for him to drop a single. Everything that goes along with it, they cut all that off and said, hey, the artist, the independent artist is putting out music. Shit, let's just go ahead and give them the music, and they figure out a way to drop. You know what I'm saying? But as far as A&R or marketing, they got rid of all of that. That was helping them the most.
Right, that's the main one they cut. A&R reps,
A&R reps, marketing reps. Like that's why a lot of records that we talk about this every week. This is why a lot of records is here today and gone tomorrow. Like they don't last 6 months. Why? Because there's no A&R direction, there's no marketing direction. They just putting out records just to put them out to see if they'll hit or miss. There's no thought process. There's no marketing game to say, okay, this is gonna be that type of record that's gonna have longevity and last forever. Versus here's gonna be a record I'm gonna drop and it's only gonna last 6 months. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm tripping because when I was reading, when Raymond brought it up, I was reading on it. And for the global part, see a lot of those, like if you look at all the Euro artists right now, they actually winning over there, over in England and London and all those.
Coming over here now.
Yeah, they moving this
way. You got a couple of artists over here that's doing big shit now, especially with the drill. Central C is one of the big dogs out here. Yeah. You got I forgot the nigga name, but Central C is one of the big names, big dogs out here from London that's making noise out here.
Yeah, and then you got Bad Bunny. So Bad Bunny, he's making a lot of noise and everything. Like a lot of
Bad Bunny been making noise though,
right? For the longest, you know what I mean. So you can go international, and they know international is money. You know, Bad Bunny sell out stadiums, arenas, and stuff like that. So. Imagine if you get a big name artist like that signed, you really want to give them the money so you can generate money. You know what I mean? So I just hate that, I just feel for the people who lost their jobs and those A&R reps that really knew how to guide artists in the right direction. And which, like right now, it's the wild, wild west out here in the music business, man.
But that's just like I said, it was a lot like when the A&R reps was doing their thing, artists had timeless music. Like think about the difference between the A&R rep that was out back in the day that was bringing out timeless music and making sure the artists drop timeless music versus no A&R and niggas is just dropping records and lasting only 6 months, maybe a year at that. There's no A&R direction. There's nobody saying, yo, I think this should be the record. No, there's a bunch of yes men in the people's entourage to say, yo, this record is dope. Let's put it out. Then the record drops and it doesn't do shit. Then what? You didn't have no type of A&R marketing you, or you ain't have nobody marketing your record to see which markets this record will hit in. They don't do no homework on it. So now it's just like you putting out records blind now.
All right, so hold on that thought. Gary, I'm going to play a song, come back to it, because it definitely sparks another conversation I want us to have. So quick song, and then we're going to come to you, Gary. Not the Casa Negros. You know what I'm saying? Chance the Rapper, Smino, Lil Wayne, Tree, Lil Take, India Irie, little O to the Tree. What y'all thinking?
No, that ain't it.
Hell no.
Not even for the stoners out there. That's not a 420 like friendly joint right there.
Hold on.
Interesting.
Hold on. Let the church say hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
I disagree.
Amen.
Oh, okay. So we got a fair. I know Head Rush. I know you was digging Wayne's bars in there.
I would say he got.
I disagree.
Though.
Let it be known, Head Rush. Let it be known.
I disagree. I think the song is fun, and it ain't for you people that don't know how to. I ain't gonna say don't know how, but it ain't for you people that don't elevate your mind. It's not your song. It's okay. It's not meant for you to see bass. It's not meant for you to go to breakfast. It's not meant for you. Look, it's a cool song. Take a chill pill.
I just think
on
he
there,
That's my
I'm with
case.
you. I think it's a fun song. It's funny.
I agree with
He thought
Headrush. I
he
like
thought
it.
his mama was a
Exactly.
saltine because she was tired of them crackers. That was funny as hell.
listen. I just think
Man, come on, man. He
I
said,
just think he could have used somebody else besides India Irie to make fun of. Because that right there, I don't know. The redo video, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about that. I got real mixed feelings about it.
no.
It was catchy.
Some things.
Freestyle said it made a chill. Hell no.
So who's the last record, Raymond?
That was a Chance the Rapper, Lil Wayne, and Smino. The song "Treat."
And there's hate for that?
Yeah. They did the congregational no. You know what I'm saying? It was a collective no with only by. I mean, it's a fun summer stoner joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I liked it. I don't give a fuck.
I
don't
will
give a
not
fuck.
smoke to
That
that.
shit was dope to me.
I will not smoke to that. No.
We got some we got one of the first artists that pulled up today in the house. I wanted him to give some feedback on a song, but we were also talking about the last topic. Trees, introduce yourself and tell everybody what you're thinking.
What's poppin', y'all, man? It's your boy Trees eventually, man. That's Trees with a ZX. Don't forget the ZX, man. I'm from Rochester, New York. We ain't from the BX. It's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to see all y'all. Shit, I feel like the record is full. The record full. It don't got a bop that's like modern, like right now, that give you that, you know what I'm saying, that everybody looking for. Now I don't got that. But if you like sit back and, you know, pay attention, if you want conscious timing, it might be for you. But if you want already timing, like, you know what I'm saying, change the record. Like, you know what I'm saying,
Okay.
Wayne is a legend. I never like ever discredit now Wayne put his life on. Like Wayne, one of the reasons I rap now, but it ain't got the twerk action to make you feel like you that action. I feel like that, like shit like that.
And then real quick, the last topic that we were talking about in terms of, you know, labels and their sort of new business model where they're cutting out some of the American music and adding more global music. What's your thoughts on that? And what do you think about do you think record labels are necessary? Like, would you sign to a label, or are you more happy being independent? You know, what's your thoughts?
I'm saying, so like, do I gotta like watch the way I speak or something on this?
You gotta be honest because we don't care.
All right, so like, quite frankly, I feel like, you know, the labels do what the labels was meant to do. You know what I'm saying? They come, use, manipulate as much money as they could, feed you the crumbs, and like then use the rest for like they better benefit later. So it's like, you know, most artists that do sign the labels, you know what I'm saying, sometimes they regret it, but sometimes they don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like a 50-50 chance depending on like your relationship with them folks, but everybody got desire for cheese. So it's like once they get what they get out of you and they feel like it's something else coming, like whatever it could be, you know what I'm saying? Like they gave yours, and like, of course they gonna take the big amount of money and go overseas because it's cheap over there. We ain't gotta pay them as much over there. This little bit of money look like a lot to them over there. So of course they're going over there with that cheese because pitch how many more little so they can snatch up, get a whole lot of cheese, pay them a little bit of cheese. Let's go to Australia now. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna get the movie wherever. I feel like it's for monetary value. So get what you could, move around, and if that's not that, then like, yeah, I wouldn't say I wouldn't sign, but I wouldn't say I will sign either. Like I like the distribution part about labels, like the stamp and the name of labels and like what the labels can do as far as like pushing records. I like that part of labels. Like as far as like, you know, all that work now, I'm just not at that point right now. You know what I'm saying?
But there it is. That's this Tree's perspective on things. I'm gonna pass the mic back to you, Raymond.
All right. Gary, you still there, Gary? Because I know you was about to chime in on the convo before we played the joint.
Yeah, I was gonna chime in the convo. I mean, everyone kind of said why the labels are doing what they're doing, but what's missing is not just the A&Rs and the marketing. It's a real live at least one person, if not 5, 10, 20 people talking to people daily about the record. What happens now is there's a 48-hour window the day before and the day it's out, and then motherfuckers forget about it. I'll tell you this, like I have a radio show in the Bay Area, I do hella shit, and very rarely do I get more than one call about a record from an artist. Oh, gee, I got my new record coming out. But if this same artist called me every fucking week about his record, Even if I wasn't playing his record, I'm like, this dude deserves a shot because he fucking cares. And I'm just saying, people don't care like they used to. People's jobs was on the line when these people worked at the labels. That's why they went out there and made fucking real moves. That shit dried up. Now there's a lot of those people doing independent work, but a lot of them are snakes. You got to find the right ones in the batch, the ones that really get out there and do it. So that's the biggest problem. Because you only have a 48 hours, they're all worried about their new song, forgetting about their best. Trying to crash so many artists, so many hit records already on their new song. Wait, fuck your new song. What you talking about? Like if you can't get no one to listen to your old song, what's your new song gonna do? That's my hype. We need data. So gather an audience. Too many artists don't want to gather an audience and collect the data because it might be bad. Period. That's why we do what we do on this call, man. If it's dope, we're gonna push it. If not, man, I'm sorry. But still, we're not going to push it for life. We're going to push it for a week or two because we talked about it as a group. You know what I mean? But if there was someone in our life that tapped us on the shoulder every day about certain records, like we had in the past, we find ourselves playing the records.
Yeah. So I wanted to bring that up because, like, some metric came out about even, like, you know, we talked about it a bunch of times on here too. Like, there's no more hit records. You know what I mean? Like, records just don't stick like they used to. You know what I mean? Like, it's here today, gone tomorrow. But like looking at whatever these metrics were on, like what was considered a hit, you know, what's still kind of around on radio, like still your Bruno Mars is still like your Sabrina Carpenter's and shit like that. Kendrick Lamar is still got total control on the radio. You know what I mean? But it's just like I said, this is where, like, I go back to the convo. We're talking about Warner making this move to go globally. We all know the labels moving an operation of just a business. What's hot is what's hot, and that's what they go chase. So what, again, is the question that they're going to chase? What is happening or not happening in the States that the attention is now on the global artists? That's the question. Because again, it's nothing more than a business. And for whatever reasons, the global artist is what's moving the market right now. So I'd probably anticipate your guests over there, CL, would say that don't got that bop, that don't got that bounce. You know what I'm saying? But dope record, though. Dope record. Dope
That's
record.
Definitely a groovy movie right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. IDK and Corday, Prince George, the name of the joint. Corday say he flipping the script a little bit. This is gonna be him moving forward.
I rocks with Corday. Corday been on some real hip hop joints for a minute. I think he should run with J. Cole on this one, yo.
That was him and IDK.
Yeah, but I think he need to do a record with J. Cole because both of them might be matched on some real bars type shit. I think that'll work. Dope.
They've been sleeping on IDK for a long time.
Hell yeah.
Without a doubt. IDK, dope. He's out the Dreamville camp too, right? IDK?
No. He do a lot of work with some of them, but he's not on Dreamville.
Okay.
Mic check.
Yes, sir. What's up, Quan?
Is it good? Or am I sounding?
Yeah. No, you sound chopped and screwed again, and we got that echo again back with you.
All right, I'm gonna figure this shit out. But yeah, that track is on Digiwaxx. So it was funny seeing Digiwaxx ask what is. Yeah, the track is on Digiwaxx. Y'all should go and get that. It's a dope ass track.
No doubt. Good shit. How we doing out there in New York? See, look like you got some more guests with you.
Oh yeah, we got all types of people popping up. Introduce yourself.
That mic is not working.
Oh shit. Here, use this one.
My name is Anna Nyakana, also known as Naya Zuri. How you feeling today?
2 1 2.
We are good. Pleasure to have you with us, live and direct from New York. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Yeah, so we just moving and grooving. Shout out to Corday and IDK. I like that record a lot. You know, I heard it the other day, just scrolling through music playlists and checking it out. Now I don't know if IDK is from Maryland or from the DMV, but I felt like okay, so that's what the connection was. The record's called something Maryland, I think it's something like that. So Yeah, good pick.
Prince George.
Oh yeah. Prince. Good pick. You know, there's a place for that with hip hop. It brings back some balance to me, so I appreciate it. You know.
And speaking of IDK, if y'all not really familiar with him, go check out IDK and Friends 1 and IDK and Friends 2. The second part was the soundtrack for Kevin Durant's documentary called something in the Water, Basketball Stories or something like that. It was a documentary he did on Showtime like about 3 or 4 years ago, highlighting all the players that come from the PG, Prince George's County area. They play basketball professionally overseas, all that.
Very dope. Very dope. Now, on the other side of the hip hop spectrum, is that song late? Like, should this have came out like amidst everything?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what
Late
I
as
mean?
hell.
Late as hell. Like
I don't know, man.
I think
we got some big reactions here in New York, at least some immediate responses. You want to say something real quick?
You know,
we got to hear it.
I think he's speaking from a personal space. I think he's letting a little bit of his pain out and putting some swag on it intentionally, right? People close to you in your circle. They
See, and it's
step
interesting.
aside
And it's
performing.
interesting. It's interesting you come with that perspective as a female because that is now his audience. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I mean, there are people that you confide in, right? During any situation in your life, any circumstance, especially a low one. And then you're observing, you're watching how they're siding. He put it in the song. That's what I caught from it.
Does it feel late though to you with the lyrics, with the everything that's gone down? Does the song feel late? Like this could have been addressed last year?
If he didn't speak on how he already felt, I think he could have held his tongue and then put this out and let it speak for itself. Yet he had some things to say beforehand, so it kind of changes how it's received.
Well, what you got for us over there? I see you pick up the mic. What's
Yeah,
going
because
down?
I'm like I feel like, there's not hell if you do, hell if you don't. Like when everything was going on, it was like, that was a big record. It's everywhere you go. And then your pride get in the way now. You still one of the biggest artists in the world, but now you got like this rap beef. And now as big as you are, this rap beef, you can't shake it. It's like the devil on your shoulder. Everywhere you go, it's just this record and it's this record. So it's like, even if I put out something and I try to put out something, it's still gonna be a million, so it's like, hell if I do, hell if I don't. I feel like he at the point now where it's like, no, man, fuck if y'all jack me, y'all don't. Like, I'm Drake for real. Like, and I still got this for y'all. And I bet you do that. Let's go. Yeah, it's still there. Let's go. It's still there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hell if you do, hell if you don't. I don't feel like it could be a time frame on get back. I don't think he got honestly, ain't no get back for whatever happened. Whatever happened, let God handle that, It is what it is, yeah. But
I mean, that's a valid statement. He still is Drake. You know what I mean? He's still one of the biggest stars.
He do not get that twisted. That's still Drake. Yeah, that probably humbled him a little bit. Don't get too big for your britches. And God got a way of doing that for everybody in the world that tend to get a little on their high horse. We don't know what be going on behind closed door. And if God feel like niggas, it's your time to sit back, then you're gonna sit back publicly because you're gonna thank me later. Because sometimes we need to see the people that's going to lead. Sometimes we need to see the people that's really on around for
Did you just drop the song reference? Did you just drop Thank Me Later song reference in there?
Not intentionally.
Just fucking with you, G. Just fucking with you.
Let's go.
Let's
go. Holly Grove, what you got for us?
Man, that's how I feel. You hear me? I feel like because, when the whole Kendrick and Drake beef started and, Not Like Us came, you heard everybody, oh my God, Drake's career is over. Oh, it's over. He's not going to come back. And what did he do? He dropped an R&B album, We'll Party Next Door. And if I believe correct, 2 of them songs was #1 added radio, was the #1 on radio. So it's like, I done did this shit on some R&B shit just to show y'all, whatever y'all do to me, I'm still going to fucking sell. With the exception of maybe 2 months last year, he was still the top streaming artist on Spotify, Apple Music, and all that. So I think he dropped it to say, okay, y'all did that, that's cool, but guess what? I'm still that nigga. Stop playing with me.
I mean, like I said, those are valid statements. He still is Drake. You know what I mean? He still got a huge fan base for sure. Now, let us not forget, this lawsuit is still going down with UMG. So while all this music shit is still getting talked about, he still got this lawsuit with his label. And I heard something very interesting in the idea of this same type scenario happened in the Mariah Carey days when Mariah was popping and was potentially going to leave her label situation. And this is where the labels get greasy. The labels get grimy because they will try to put somebody else in the place to take away from the attention to start getting the bag because someone is potentially fleeing to another situation. You know what I mean? So this is where Drake in his lawsuit or whatever, because supposedly was going to leave UMG, possibly go to Sony. You know what I mean? This man had big dollars, was, 400 million, 700 million, whatever. You know what I mean? Which the labels recouped. You know what I mean? Drake is one of the few artists that the labels have actually recouped on. You know what I mean? But with that being said, with the threat of him leaving to another label, Kendrick gets pushed to stop the wave. And like I said, this is where the labels, they get greasy. They get grimy. Speak on a Big Red.
Hey, all I got to say is along with Drake, he has the #1 R&B song right now, and it just, Drake is, like you said, Drake is Drake. Like Hollywood said, Drake is pretty much going to do his thing. So you riding off the wave of your last album with, Party Next Door, and it's doing well. So he kind of chilled for a little bit. And then he got that itch. You know what I'm saying? Drake got that itch. He's like, I gotta pull my guns out. He's not that gun guy, but he pulled out and had to let it loose on his circle. And it's a shame he talking about LeBron James' hairline though. That's kind of messed up. But it's still, but it's like I said, hey man, it's Drake. It's a nice little old cut, but he's a little bit too late. He should have dropped it when GNX dropped. To be honest.
Okay. What's cracking, Remo? What you got?
Just sound like a therapy session. Like he's sitting there venting. He's like, "What I missed? Like who? Like man, I'm gotta go back and check all these notes again to figure out who crossed me." There's a lot of people, like he said on the record, that he might have did songs with that he felt like, man, that should have been with me, and it didn't go like that. And like you said, sometimes you gotta leave it alone. But I think this one's one of them joints that he just put out there, like, man, let me go back and say it. Just because, and let y'all know I ain't forgot. Once I keep coming, I'm gonna remember everybody who traded.
What you got in zone?
Well, really, what everybody was saying, and when I was thinking earlier, I feel like it's late. I was like, why wait like a year later to like say something? But then with Not Like Us being a big song, having so many streams, people playing it everywhere to the point people making AI like water dissing Drake, birds dissing Drake. It was all on TikTok. So it was like when that song dropped, it's like if he would have dropped this now, that wouldn't have ended well for him. And then oh man, I lost my train of thoughts. Well, okay, I'm back. So they didn't hear from him in a few months after the whole Not Like Us thing. So maybe people was thinking like, oh man, I think that's the end because we didn't hear from him in months after Not Like Us. Well, he did release a song afterwards, but it didn't do numbers like Not Like Us. Then he did release the album with Party Next Door, which I enjoyed a few of the songs up there. So with the whole Drake thing, I was seeing and people were seeing like it's like a hate train with Drake. Like Kendrick put the song out, I hate Drake, but I'm like, I like them both, but in that case, Kendrick, he won that one. I'm a Kendrick fan. I'm a both Kendrick and Drake fan, but in my opinion, I think this was too late. And I'm wondering, do you think he's kind of sort of dragging it now, even though it's been a year ago? That's kind of how I'm feeling and I'm thinking.
Yeah. Perhaps. But is you back with us, Enzo? Is you back with us? She said, I lost my train of thought. No, I'm back. I'm back with us. Love to you, yeah. You know what I'm saying? The Matrix. You was caught in the Matrix real quick. Much love, everybody. Peep game on this one.
Cocky. 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 your feet, heel toe. They say I'm always acting like a dick. Dildo. Even if the sensors stop working, you can feel me. I'm a hustler. I work with any hand you deal me. I'm tired of everybody hating. Stop it. I smoke weed every single day. Pothead. Girl, see you shaking on that stage. Pop it. You looking like some hardcore. Pop it. Come and ride this dick. Test drive. You said you can handle me, is that right? You won't beef, I'm already must have catch up. I treat your ass like a shower, I wet ya. I ain't afraid to break you off. Get that. I'm feeling like Aretha Franklin with my respect. My mind always on his face. Comment. I don't spit on peace, I vomit. Cocky. 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 If you see me with two chicks, they both mine. Can't you see that I'm dope? Coke line. I don't fuck for free, dudes Bigelow. You didn't turn her out, man, she been a hoe. In my rhymes I paint pictures, Michelangelo. I'm connected so I pull strings, banjo. I got the whole place bouncing, trampoline. You know I'm making green, string beans. You rockin' tough, but you sweet. Now later, I seen your body turn into some shoes, alligator. Your career going up and
All right, Big Red. I'm just gonna stop it because the chat is going crazy. Step to the front of the congregation there, Big Red. You know what I mean? Was this another AI attempt?
That wasn't me, but it's an AI attempt. You can hear it, man, all day long, man. It's someone grabbed the. They say they probably wanted a '90s feel, a 2000 feel, and it'll give you that 2000 feel, but it's bad. I'm sorry, man. It's like it's out of date.
Okay, so you did an AI produce that record?
I didn't produce that one.
Okay, well you sent it in, so
No. I sent that one to you.
yes.
That was probably by accident.
I would hope so. I would hope so. You know what I mean? Yes. Or I got it last night or something. You know what I mean? But
Oh, my bad. If I sent that to you, please scratch that motherfucker.
I thought this was you and your Suno attempt to get it. I was like, oh, they coming from a man to get in the chat like crazy. Holly Grove, get at it, Holly Grove.
I put the no with the hear no evil, see no evil. No, man, look,
bro, I don't even have words right now. Like no, brother. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't have words right now. That shit was horrible.
was hacked. If that was
shit,
you by
I
me,
get a lot
I
of
was
fucking
hacked.
trash music in my email. That's why one of my emails is don't send me trash music at Gmail.
There it is.
I almost threw my fucking phone. I swear to God. I'm gonna chuck that bitch across the room.
Let me check my email, Raymond. I think you playing with me, man.
What's up, Britt? What you got, Britt?
Yo, Big Red, what did we talk about on the last call? What did we say? What did we say? What did I tell you? No, what did I tell you? Listen, before you submit anything else, yo, I need you to submit it to me first. I need to listen to it.
Put your email in the chat right now.
Look, you embarrassing me, bro.
I just got here. Did he do another AI beat?
Right,
Yeah, and he's not claiming it. And he's not claiming it. C Styles, he's not claiming it.
I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Red,
Red,
stop doing that. Stop doing that, Red.
I didn't send that.
Listen, yo, I don't know what the prompt was. Like, did you just type in "write me the worst song ever in history"? Like, that's
Damn.
what you told it.
Hold on,
I'm gonna tell you right now. I had to step away from the mic. This would have
right
been 10 times better on the mic. I had to step away from the mic. But I'm back to let you know, if you ever in your life, on this call, with all of these distinguished gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, with all of these distinguished ladies and gentlemen, okay, musical ears, submit anything like that ever again in your life. What the fuck?
I don't know what that was. Look, I was in the comments tripping off of it, and I didn't know that. I didn't even know I
Wait,
sat at the rain.
No disrespect, but was you high?
I don't even smoke.
Man, I was about to say you need to check yourself into rehab, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. All love, but don't do that shit again.
That's all. I sent that to you, bro.
I'm trying to tell you.
Gmail.com sent that to you.
To me.
Let me check my email, man. I'll be
Remo,
Right,
have
yeah,
at it real
did
quick. Have at it real quick.
I'll talk about
Oh
this.
man, when it start out whack, first of all, I didn't even know it was an AI. I thought somebody just came home for doing 18 years or something like that. It was just sounding crazy. I'm like, yo, nah, tell that brother he need to stop, put it down, it's over.
All right. Well, AI ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Peep gang, y'all, on this one, and we're gonna get into our first guest when we come back. It's Digiwaxx New Music Wednesdays, always lit.
Single ladies, I can't hear you. Yeah, make noise. I can't hear y'all. It go. How's that love life? Keep it good for you. Yeah. For the love life. Okay, J to the O. I never knew what love like this. Never had a kiss or a hug like this. Can't remember how we met, but we been stuck since. Button down, blue jeans, and we been cuffed since. Drunk since. Got me hooked up on you like you was a substance. The law, not even a judge could do you justice. Yo, DJs cut this. Like, okay, I like your funky rhythm and I dig your freaky style. A lot of people said it wouldn't work, but still you held me down through the high and the low. Yeah, you always been around. Little voice in my head, friendly face in the crowd. I put it all into these rhymes, just to share space with you here between the lines. A lot of niggas say they real, but they not as raw as you. Hip hop, I don't think I ever find a love like you. That's for real. There's a love life. Keep it good for you. For the love life. Back on the scene, I push people, I'm clean. I said I gave my all to rap and they know what I mean. I spit so freaking hard, I lost my truth, they got a flipper. They asked me how I'm feeling and I told them that I'm chipper. We think I ride the subway all the way I'm getting off. It's true, I gotta kill you, but I'm sorry for your love. Okay, the word around my city is I'm strong and in position. Keep it tangy on the beat, just like a chef up in the kitchen. And it in a boo 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 boo. If you hate it, now you wishing better. Because it's gas when I go smoking like I'm from Jamaica, stunting like I'm Jackie Chan. Getting sick of rapping around these rappers that I'm nicer than. Some of them are running out, but most of them I get your tan. I'm a ninja, hit you with the red eye for Japan. Y'all know the plan, already know the mission. Like,
That's alright, dude. I'ma make you feel
keep it good for you. I'll be faithful to you. Keep it good for you. Like, I swear I never knew a love like this, a love like this. When the words reach my lips, when the ink touch that tip. I love you.
All right, R.I.P. Fat Man Scoop for sure. I mean, both two hella familiar joints in there. We've actually had that woman on the call, Jordan. CL, I know you sent that one over. Did she send that one over to you?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jeff and Jordan, man. She was on the call. She was more boom bap, but really cool, laid back, very versatile artist, and had a really good conversation with her when she was up here. But that's her newest joint that she just leaked out. Actually, nobody has that, so that's a true exclusive for the Digiwaxx New Music family. And I don't know what y'all take is, but shout out to Jordan.
That's fire.
I do agree. Like it was a I don't know. It didn't feel like it was mixed and mastered or something like that. Like it felt like a mixtape joint, but You know.
Good point. We'll point it out.
It's definitely fire, man. You know what I mean? To get back to, you know, the brothers that passed away, man. We got to start going back to that, to the people that was the foundation of that hip hop stuff. You know what I mean? So, you know, definitely shout out. That was definitely a club banger. You know what I mean? We got to get back to the dancing and, you know, on the floor, you know, moving, not being, you know, so much of a gangster on our phone so much.
Now you said that kind of get back to the comment about the overseas versus American music. For instance, like you ever heard like reggae music, like you want to dance. Like the moment it come on, you know what kind of dance you doing, you know what's going on, you know if you getting, you know, American music, like you said, you know, it's no more. I don't know. I feel like overseas they still got soul in their music. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, the label trying to rip all the soul away and just leave what was left. You know what I'm saying? And sell us out.
Hashtag bring back Kid and Play. That's what I've been running with.
Hashtag bring back Kid and Play. You know what I'm saying? I'll say this for the record. I mean, those are both two nostalgic songs in one. Her flow, just kind of the way she flows, is a little slow, I think, because, you know what I mean, you got Fat Man Scoop going crazy. You know, you got Black Sheep going crazy. I just felt like her flow's a little too slow for that joint. That's just me. But like on some DJ shit, you could drop that record and I think it would go. You know what I mean? So I know we got Shook Jackson checking in. I think he just stepped away for a phone call. But our first guest for the day, he gonna get with us here momentarily. Got a new joint. Again, big ups to everybody popping up today around the globe, doing what they do. Big ups to the live action out there in New York. I know C, it's about to go crazy over there. Talk about the inaugural new Media Wednesday that y'all are trying to do over there, C.
You know, we've been experimenting over here from day one. Shout out to the Penthouse. They've like allowed us to just try stuff. And shout out to DWI from the Matrix, Swerve, and everybody who's here every week. Will, we've been sort of trying to build this TRL over here. You know, where we don't have a place to you know, like what we do. We have a place online that we've had to introduce new music. And we've made that our haven, our home, to where we just share. We just have a dope culture, and we just were like, well, we need a place to maybe do it live in New York, and we just decided to take a chance with that. But we've been trying to figure out what is it that we're doing, and I think about 2 weeks ago, it just clicked that maybe we just need to turn this into a complete media room, where we'll have multiple media outlets, as well as influencers and content creators come to one space, and allow artists to come to one space and have everybody meet up. Brands, clothing brands. We got Rough Riders came with Ride Out just now. That they donated that. So shout out to
Rough Riders
and why the Rough Rider family. But just to put things on camera and really create a place where artists can come and brands and drop what's new and actually have it highlighted and hopefully get a whole lot of attention, so that, you know, there's a spark for them and their new music.
Absolutely.
I was long-winded, but I did my best.
It was on point.
Hello. It was on point. It was on point. On point. So do you think some of this too is a state of where we're at for an artist, that it's more, I don't want to say important, but they maybe get more to gain out of a podcast interview than actually showcasing their music?
And we were talking about that, because that's where it came from. You know, we had a show called Next Up, and the artists that performed there were more into getting the interviews than they were into performing. And I thought that was like, you know, DWI pointed that out, and we were just like, that's something crazy. Because people want the attention from the phones, from the social media, from the content. So I'm not really answering your question, but what I am saying is that I think that content has become more important in the minds of artists than other things are. You know, them actually getting the record played also helps, but being able to talk to people and potentially get that person to do a recap and their song being played in the background, or somebody doing a quick little, you know, we talking about the, you know, sort of like a real content, like a real
Authentic. Having real conversations,
There you go.
getting to the core of an individual,
There
right?
you go. And attaching the music to that.
Yeah.
It feels like maybe that's becoming more priority.
And then,
Okay.
and then on top of that, we need to get back to the communication and building relationship with artists where we can put a tour together and work together and see, you know what I mean, change the narrative of the hate of the artists.
That goes back to A&R marketing.
Word. I want to thank you for your patience there, Shook Jackson. Appreciate you tapping in with us. I know you were taking a call. Are you able to turn your phone the horizontal way to get the wide view? There we go. We can't hear you though, Shook. No. And then real quick, see, going back to your content statement you just said, YouTube Shorts is now actually surpassing TikTok as far as the attention that it's getting. So YouTube Shorts, something for everybody to think about. If you've been doing the TikTok thing.
But them YouTube Shorts is different from TikTok.
Yeah.
There we go. We can hear you now, Suge. Yes, sir.
What's going on here?
Whoa. He's going all over the place. You was good a second ago. with the view. Your view went back to the long way. Are you able to switch it?
Can you hear me?
We could hear you. You know, we're gonna take the audio. You pushing a lot of shit on the screen right now. I see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. Can you hear us?
Push the microphone button.
The mic is working.
Yeah, we can hear you. How you doing, 187? How you doing? How you got it under control?
I'm solid, man. How you doing, my brother?
We are good, man. Thank y'all for tapping in on the call today. Looks like you in the studio. You in the studio right there?
Always, man. Usually, my workload crazy now from the film and the music. So I'm either shooting, editing, or doing music. Right now, I'm working on Suge's album. So, yeah.
Whose album?
Suge Jackson's album.
Oh yeah. My bad. Yeah. Shout out Above the Law for show. You know what I mean? So, how's everything rolling though? Where you checking in from? I think we lost Suge, by the way. He looked he might have been having
I'm in LA right now. I'm in LA. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm in Cali. You know, my flag's still planted in Cali.
100%. You know what I mean?
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, you all over the place. We hear you.
You all over the place. There we go. Don't touch it.
Yeah, after you called me, Hush, that shit just went out. What's
There you
happening?
go.
All right.
All right, there we go. Shook Jackson in the building, man. How you living, man? What's going down today?
I'm doing great, my man. How you doing?
Good. Are you checking in from the West Coast as well?
Yeah, out in Arizona.
Out in Arizona. Okay. Yeah. When I was reading up on things, I know that's roots for you, right?
Yeah.
Phoenix?
Yeah, I'm in Phoenix. I'm from Tucson. I'm in Phoenix. I've been in Phoenix for a while though.
Okay, so are you staying inside pretty much most of the day right about now?
Most of the day, man. It's 117 out here, man. So yeah, it's
nasty.
Yeah,
that
it's burning
nasty work.
It's burning
nasty work.
Yeah, it's damn so hot.
yeah. So talk about everything, man. Phoenix. I mean, I ain't heard too many hip hop artists really out of the Arizona area. So speak on that a little bit, because I know like your MC Magics and a little bit more on the brown side of town. You know what I'm saying? But speak on Phoenix hip hop.
Well, Arizona hip hop, man, it ain't a whole lot of us, but I've been doing this since '91. First one signed out of Arizona to Def Jam way back when, man. But you got some hip hop heads out here. It ain't nothing really blew up on the national stage, so to speak. But it's a lot of talent out here, man. So, hopefully, Suge Jackson can shine some light on the state, man, and get everybody else recognized at the same time.
So let me ask you then too, because I know, so I'm in San Diego. For an artist here, usually got to go to LA to pop. Is it the same scenario like on some West Coast type shit? Like Arizona got to go to LA as well to kind of get on?
No, not necessarily, especially in this day and age of the internet. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day before all the internet and all that, yeah, most likely, yeah. But actually, actually they found me out in Arizona. So So anything is possible, man. If you just, keep grinding, man. So.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So from 91 to today, brother, man, that's a big span. That's a big span of 30 years getting down with this.
Yes,
you know
sir.
What I mean? So salute.
Yes,
much respect, man.
Appreciate
Talk
it.
about getting together right now for this new record. Pay attention.
Ah, man, that thing came together like a hand in the glove, man. I reached out to Hutch and kind of told him, man, I wanted to do a song and kind of told him what direction I wanted it to go. And he took it from there, man. He sent it back. I knew it was gonna be hot, but I didn't know it was gonna be that hot. You know what I mean? But he kind of put that thing together, man. I flew him out to Phoenix. We got in the studio and kind of vibed a little bit and came up with that. So, and to pay attention is pretty much a song, man, telling people, man, just kind of keep your 10 toes down, man. Go out and grind, nothing gonna fall in your lap. You know what I mean? And go out and get it,
Yeah, the messaging is fun, and like the cats were saying, I was listening to what they were saying. I was like, what we try to do with his record is we try to have a little fun with a topic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we try to speak on a subject, but still have fun.
Yeah.
That's what we're missing in our music now. Like even if we say in general, like in urban music, be it R&B or hip hop, it's like it's not fun. A lot of it's not fun. A lot of it's dark and depressing, and we didn't want to do that. So when he hit me up, and I was glad because he wanted to actually go in the studio with me and have me produce him. So that was my method to the madness of just trying to come up with a message and then at the same time party rock a little bit,
Hell yeah. All right. Well, listen, without further ado, let's play this shit then. Again, Pay Attention is the name of the joint right now. Suge, Big Hutch together. Beat this one out, y'all.
This is a Suge Jackson and Big Hutch presentation. You better have your mind made up and say 10 toes down every day. Get up. Yep. Better learn to dot your I's and cross your T's and stand up tall like a G. Like a gangster. Better have your mind made up and say 10 toes down every day. Get up. Yep. Better learn to dot your I's and cross your T's and stand up tall like a G. You better let your mind be free. Better respect the code when you see a G like me. I get it popping off the T.O.P. I stay fully prepared for all the haters and the enemies. I'm the type of nigga stay true to the dirt, true to the foe. Always stand tall on my 10 toes. Yeah, you know my motto. I'm always quick to pimp a bitch and always stay above the law. Yeah, I hustle in my sleep, get money globally. I'm hood royalty, and suckers get shook when I pull up. Especially when they gave me up the bar to a nigga like Hutch. Yeah, I always stay a cut above. Eat big, drink big, VIP when I'm in the club. Don't nobody do it like us. This is a public announcement from Suge Jackson and Big Hutch. Pay attention. You better have your mind made up and say 10 toes down every day. Get up. Yup. Better learn to dot your I's and cross your T's and stand up tall like a G. Like a gangster. Better have your mind made up and say 10 toes down every day. Get up. Yup. Better learn to dot your I's and cross your T's and stand up tall like a G.
I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One push down, the other one's alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got the homie hustle, baby, bring a friend. See, the hustle don't stop until we hit the bar. And I'm looking at your ass like some caviar. While I know the haters looking, I don't give a damn. Because the streets already know who the hell I am. So if you're slacking on your game, don't be mad at me. Just put your 10 toes down and let your ass be free. See, the streets got a thing for niggas playing games. And there's always a price for the hood fame. I keep my mind on the bigger picture, the right mixture. Both feet down in case life hits you. Suge Jackson and the homie Hutch. You better know it's true in the clutch. Come on.
Pay attention. You better have your mind made up and say 10 toes down every day. Get up. Yup. Better learn to dot your I's and cross your T's and stand up tall like a G. Like a gangster. Better have your mind made up and say 10 toes down every day. Get up. Yup. Better learn to dot your I's and cross your T's and stand up tall like a G.
Let your mind be free. 10 toes down. Toes down. Let the world know we ain't fucking around. Front, back, side to side. Wanna be down, you better join the ride. Pay attention. 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 Yo, Suge, man. What up? Yo, you go to your girl house, and I'ma go to my girl house. Cause they talk about it took us too long to do this EP, man. So, big baby. What up? Turn the music up, and we just gonna count our money. And, pay attention.
Big West Coast flavor. West Coast flavor, no doubt. Big Hood, Suge, the joint, pay attention. You know what I mean? Super dope, yo. Super dope. What's in the works out of this? What's out of the works out of this? Is this a one-off? Y'all working on a project? What's going down?
Oh no, we got another single that's gonna be dropping in about another month or so called "Check Me Out," and then the whole album from myself, and then actually working on a project together called Black Aces.
Yo,
so yeah, a whole lot of stuff in the works, man. Whole lot of stuff.
Shoot a short film to it.
Yeah, short film with it.
You know, yeah. We gotta finish the Suge. Once we finish Suge Jackson's album, then we doing the Black Aces. It's an album and a movie to it, so like a short film. So yeah.
Hey. So question, because we were having the conversation. I'm not sure if you was on already, Hutch, but a label scenario today, because I'm assuming y'all is moving independent, correct?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
And I know you both have experience with major labels.
Absolutely.
In 2025, would a label situation be on the table for y'all? Would you do it?
No. I wouldn't.
Right. No, probably not.
Because everything's direct to consumer.
Right.
And all the label is a bank. And me and him, we live pretty good, so we can go to a bank and get a loan to push a record if that's the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're businessmen already, so
yeah.
And we know everybody in the infrastructure, from Michael Ronday to whoever. And I've been in the business close to 40. So there's not any strategy that I probably don't know. As I've ran labels, I was Eazy-E's liaison and I ran Death Row for a period of time and I owned a few labels. So no, I would never sign again to a label. That's me. I don't, I don't know.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
For another person. I'm saying in my career, I wouldn't. You know what I mean? It's like being a ball player and still playing for your franchise when you have enough clout, credibility, and money to be the owner of a team. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
100%. I could dig it. Miss Tasha Chin, good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. I love the track. Where are you on my computer? Nice to meet you. I love it because I was vibing. I felt myself moving, but I also loved the message. And I would love to know a little bit about what was the defining moment where you learned you got to learn to dot your I's and cross your T's, because I could totally play that track for my students. I work in education as well. I work in education, and they're going to vibe just because of the, the rhythm of the song, the cadence. It naturally happens. If you love music, your body just moves, but they're going to start saying the lyrics. And I would love to know, what was a pivotal moment where you understood you better cross your T's and dot your I's?
Well, go ahead, Suge, and I'll give my take.
Well, it's just, it's like anything in life. You gotta kind of learn the business, right? You can have all the talent in the world and anything, but if you don't learn the business, you pretty much gonna get washed up in it. So one thing I've learned from being on Def Jam years ago, man, is that, they can go out and sign 1 million artists, but you only got one career. So you got to know what's on that paperwork. You got to learn the business, the whole nine. And it's just, it ain't no different than working at your local convenience store. You know what I mean? You got people who want to eventually own their own store, or you got people that just want to work at the store for the rest of their life. Which no knock to that, but I personally want to be the owner. And to do all of that, you got to know how to dot your I's and cross your T's. So I kind of learned that, and I try to teach that to youngsters coming up, man, because you can, like I said, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't know the business, you in today and out tomorrow. So
Yeah, for me, it's just when I'm saying you know when it happened to me was like I grew up in the industry basically like from just a crash course of everybody from Eazy to Dr. Dre, the list goes on. But for me, I learned early in the game, you better pay attention to every little detail. Else that's where you get fucked at. You know what I mean? In any form of life, that's where you're gonna get played out of the most if you don't look at the finer details of it. Now, I'm not talking about a record contract. I'm just talking about in general in life. You know, pay attention to that. That's the whole message with pay attention. Always stand firm, 10 toes down, and always pay attention to the finer things, the fine print, basically.
Yeah.
You know.
No, beautiful message in a way where, you know, a lot of young people, they're reciting lyrics of a song. They don't even know what they're talking about sometimes. But this is gonna, you know, meet them in their mental. And I want to say, you know, thank you for that piece because I can actually use it in education spaces.
Oh, we appreciate
welcome.
you. We're
Appreciate you.
glad to be ahead. Yes.
Yeah, just so you know, that's our resident Canadian right there, Miss Tasha Chin, checking in from Canada, y'all.
Nice to meet you.
She always give us some great insight, you know what I mean, for our folks out the north, 100%. So good to have you on again, Tasha. How we living out there in New York, see?
Man, just over here vibing on the West Coast flavor. You know, shout out to LA all the time. Shout out to you know, the real hoods of California, man. Always got love for you know, my family and my cousins. You know, they was off of Crenshaw at this Jamaican spot they had, and I used to go to the Crenshaw. You know, like, oh shit, this shit look real over here.
Facts.
And then they had some of the best Jamaican food out there. So shout out to California, man. Shout out to all the bikers, the biker gangs, and just that rider music, man. That good time, LA vibes, man. So that's number one. I guess my question is, you know, what else y'all got coming, man? Because, you know, I feel like we don't, at least it's not reaching New York enough or the East Coast enough.
Right.
You know, that real California sound. What else you got coming down the road? And is there more music coming from whether it's Suge and or the label?
Oh yeah. We like I said, we got we got two projects that we're working on really simultaneously, which is Suge's album and our group album, Black Aces. So that's coming, and it's to me, I always, you know, coming up in it, you know, from these great iconic labels, I kind of just stick to the formula, y'all. Like if y'all can enjoy it from my perspective, me as a producer and as an artist, if you can't enjoy it from my perspective, I haven't done my job. If New York cats can't feel what I'm feeling in Cali, you know, in New York and have a good time listening to it, I haven't done my job. Because, you know, being mentored by the Eazy and Dr. Dre, I always learned to make everything international sounding. Like it could be from a West Coast perspective, but it's still got to be felt all over the world, you know. So definitely we going to continue to do more projects, you know, and they're all going to be in this, not in this particular vein, but they're going to be funky, they're going to be fun, and they're going to be from a West perspective where everybody in the world can relate to.
Yeah, that's that super G funk. You already know.
So
There you
listen,
go. There you go.
listen, you know, being from the East and the West, man, it's no different, man. Because like I said, music is music. It ain't a coast to music. It's love.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? At the end of the day, Warren G is my family. You know what I mean? So,
That's right.
and you know, Suge, my dude, when I came home from doing 30
Mm-hmm.
years, he came to my cousin's office, Violator, to come and see me and show me love. But like I say, it don't matter. We the same, man. The East and the West. You know what I mean? It's nothing different. You know what I mean? It's
Well, I've been in the game that long where I never was shown the difference. So I always knew that we always kind of locked in with East Coast cats because I think in the early days of hip hop in that golden era, we all needed each other. So it wasn't like it's segregated now. It's a shame. You know, hip hop is so shame now because it didn't start off like this. It started off with us all needing each other.
Right.
You know, now it's segregated. You know, for some reason it's segregated. I don't know if that's corporate. I don't know what that is, but I didn't come up in it like that. I came in it where I toured with Busta Rhymes, De La Soul. When we was doing Above the Law thing, you know, in the early Gangstar, I toured with all Big Daddy Kane. I toured with all of them. So I don't really know it only really got the East Coast, West Coast difference when it came to Pac and Biggie falling out with each other. But far as that, I don't really know what the segregation is. It always was good music. You know what I mean? To us, it always was put out good music. You know?
So let me say this, man. We just need, and I've been preaching this for the longest, man. We need to take this music game back over because we created and everybody else is taking and eating off it. And then when they get it, they block us out the way. So we got to realize and stop hating on one another and get together and see how we can really take this music back to what we created.
I was listening to what the brother was saying earlier about his platform and how he's setting it up. I think what we did in the early days, nobody was afraid to be the businessman. Right. Once we start understanding, like somebody that want to be, Easy, Suge, that they weren't never afraid to the people who were in the front of hip hop, they weren't afraid to be business about it. I think we getting away from that, and then now it's becoming like vigilante world. You know what I mean? And then that causes us to let everybody do what they want to do. Everybody move how they want to move, whether it's bad for it or whether it's good for it. If it's not laid out with some type of structure, we're gonna all be lost in the sauce with hip hop, and that makes it be possible for other outsiders to take over our music, y'all.
That's a big fact. And I wanted to say, I think we got to be intentional about what you're talking about. We got to bring back our own music conferences. We got to invite each other to those conferences.
That's right.
We take the artists from New York, from other parts of the country on the East.
That's right.
And invite them to the West and make records together. And vice versa. We got a responsibility to do that the same way. Sometimes we might have to go to Texas or Chicago or Detroit or somewhere in the middle to make it happen.
Support is a lot too, brother. Support is a lot. If we start supporting each other from all these different, because that's what we did. We didn't have a choice. To make hip hop big. If I was in the South had to support a West record. If the South artists came out West, we had to support them. If we came out East, they had to support them, make it be an industry. We couldn't have never created that industry without that. Without the support from all these different coasts. And everything in between.
But you know what? It's starting from right now. What we doing right now. So we all got to just get together and stop talking and let's put together and make it happen, because we could talk all day and say, yo, we could do this, we could do that. That's just like going to a funeral. Every time you go to a funeral, every time everybody get together, they always say this the key word. Yo, we got to stop meeting at a funeral. We got to get together and this and that. That's exactly the industry. Right. We need to get together and put it together and stop hating on one another. And let's get it going.
Right.
We'll pass to my D skills. What's your thoughts on this? Keep it brief. But you're on mute, my brother.
Yo. Oh man. What was the topic? I just got on here, man. What was the topic?
Well, we're gonna come back to because we're talking about really just connecting this music, man. And I think we went on to a bigger thing, understanding that we have a responsibility to run our own conferences and bring ourselves together. C Styles, go ahead, brother.
Yo, this goes back to what we was talking about last week when we were saying it's too much of this shit going on. There's too much laziness going on in the industry right now. And what I mean by laziness is where artists want to send emails instead of getting back in the studio with each other and collab. And that's how you made great records. You made great records by you being in the studio with that producer, or you being in the studio with that other artist and collaborating. Not saying, yo, send me the MP3 and then I'll send you back what I got. That's why a lot of records are trash right now. Because there's nobody wanting to say, okay, meet me at this studio or meet me at this studio. I'll fly you out and we work on this record together instead of, yo, just send me the shit and I'll record it and I'll send you back what I got. That's lazy shit. That's why a lot of the industry is fucked up.
C-Style, it's funny you say that. I have a philosophy. Music can come out fast, but it should be a labor creating it.
Right.
You should use it, but I think that people miss that step. They think they have to move as fast as the music comes out. You really labor longer and that's the plus now. Like we used to labor 8 to 12 to 16 months working on the album, but then it would take us another 6 months to come out. Now you can labor them 12, 16 months and it come out next Thursday and it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
You know, and people know that. You're right. The consumer knows the quality and the time you put in it. They know.
The consumer definitely knows the quality of the record that you put out, and they know how much time you put in it and invest in it.
Absolutely.
That's why I say a lot of the records that then came out in the last, let's say, 10 years. Let's say 10 years right now. The last 10 years of records that came out, half of them goddamn records ain't even lasting 6 months to a year. And then you forget about it, and then you move on to the next big thing.
Well, that's because there's no feeling in music anymore.
This is what I'm talking about. There's no feeling. There's no
feeling.
There's a lot of laziness going on in the industry. This motherfuckers don't wanna put the work in like back in the day how we used to put the work in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stay in the studio for 8 to 12 hours at a time and some shit out and wouldn't leave until they felt like the record was done. Now it's just like, oh, I'm gonna punch this in, I'm gonna punch that in, and everybody want to be Jay-Z doing records without writing the shit down and not actually creating some dope shit. There's no more pen to the pad no more. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's no more of
we should love the labor. You like you saying, C Styles, we should love the labor, the creative aspect. We should love that. We should love that part. You know what I mean? As creators, we should love the
process.
Yeah, we should love that. Yeah, we don't. A lot of these cats, but what they did, they got the cheat code. So when everybody using the cheat code, everybody just follow the cheat code and you know.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I do have a question for my brother Suge Jackson.
Yeah.
So Suge, you know, based on this conversation, who are you looking forward to making music with? Who you haven't had a chance to work with? Anybody in particular that you would love to collaborate with and create some vibes? You know, whether that's California or Arizona or
Rakim.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I would love to. That's always been one of my favorite. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, when I was on Def Jam, man, I used to get compared to him all the time because I voice and all that other stuff. But he was one of my favorite, man. I would love to do something with Rakim.
That's what's that's something that we should happen.
And that really is a testament to what Hutch was talking about it don't really matter what coast or what region you're from, you should be able to touch everybody. You know what I'm saying? So and Rakim is, I mean, one of the greatest to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Greatest.
So
absolutely.
D Skills, jump in real quick, make it quick.
Yo. Oh man. First and foremost, I want to say, man, Big Hutch, man, you a legend, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, above the law, man. Y'all raised me, man. I haven't had y'all music, but rest in peace to Gold Mac, rest in peace to KMG. But
thank you.
Back on this topic y'all talking about, I kind of agree with y'all, man, because I feel like nowadays music is like everybody just want to send emails and not get in the studio with one another, man. And I feel like the culture is lost by that.
Yeah.
And I know we in the digital world, man. You know what I'm saying? But back in the days, man, ain't nobody clicking up and getting together and working on that beautiful magic together, you know? And Suge Jackson, salute to you too, brother. And you know, I'm just gonna make it brief and
appreciate you.
And I just want to make it brief and voice my opinion on this topic. And I just want to say, man, Big Hutch, salute to you, man. Keep doing your thing, Suge Jackson. I salute you.
Appreciate
you. Know what I mean?
Thank you, brother.
And, I hope everybody have a good day, man. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Well, listen, fans, we appreciate you coming on. Big West Coast flavor, no doubt. Suge, Big Hutch, big thing. Congratulations on 30, 40 years in this game.
Thank you.
Not a lot of people get to have that kind of sustainability. You know what I mean? But that really is a testament to being real and true with the art. I'll forever say that. So, you know, everything we've been talking about, man. And like I said, it's we all kind of pinpoint the problem. So we just got to work and all work together to at least do what we can to correct it. You know what I'm saying? So
We're gonna do our part. We're gonna do our
do
part.
your part.
Yeah.
We're gonna do our part, and we're gonna pay attention 100%. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Again,
all
pay
down.
attention is the name of the record, y'all.
Yeah,
that's
more
right.
to come from Suge and Hutch together. And man, good shit. Thank y'all for coming on to the call, man.
Appreciate y'all for having us.
Indeed. Bless up, y'all.
Yeah.
If you remember, we had Tyler Yahweh on the call maybe about a month ago. But that is him and Shaquille O'Neal. So we're hoping that gets released, if you will. Paperwork is getting signed and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But Big Shaq Diesel.
Shaq kind of did that all right.
You know what I'm saying? I agree. I agree. So
My eyes went up like, yo, Shaq is going in.
Look, baby, if Uncle Bernie
Shaq is the groupie movie stamp.
damn, Head Rush. I'll be wanting to hear. I'll be wanting to hear what you got to say every time, Head Rush. But your white man, Mr. Smith, get you every time.
You have to understand. It's the Shaq Diesel. I'm still the greatest. Don't ever forget. Best rapper in the NBA ever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So again, paperworks are getting, finalized behind the scenes. We hope that record sees the light of day. But again, that is a super Digiwaxx exclusive that came up in the mailbox today. So again, big ups to everybody popping out. We have our next guest with us. If she got her camera, Miss Parker. Miss Parker, how you doing? That just seems so natural to say, Miss Parker. Parker, are you there? I know you were saying you were having some signal issues. But Parker, are you with us? Are you with us? Are you with us? Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Parker. How we doing? Looks like Mr. Smith done got her too, I guess. Miss Parker, are you there? Miss Parker, are you there? All right, well, while we figure that out, we'll play another record. Again, big ups. I see you got more and more people popping in over there, so it looks like it's gonna go crazy over there. But check this out in the meantime while Miss Parker gets with us. I know we talk about the remixes, C Styles, you know what I mean? The remakes, if you will.
2 words.
You know what I mean?
2 words. It gets it. 2 words.
Groovy
goddamn movie, man. Listen.
You said 2 words, G. That was like 4. Come on.
No, groovy movie, man. Let's go, man. That record was
Groovy
rocking,
movie.
and I like the way he flipped in and I actually understood what he was saying instead of you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Time and actually flowed on it. You know what I mean? That's
I agree.
Hip hop is missing, the flow. You gotta flow with the beat. Like you can't just take an old school rock beat and then just thinking that you're gonna rock with it. No, you gotta serve that classic with grace and style. You know what I mean? It goes back to the old school. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, 100%. Quantum. I know you submitted that. Who was that actually?
Mike Shack, real quick.
Yeah, you sound better. You sound better.
Okay, good. Now that was MacArthur Mays. It's called Postmark 95. I just got a music package and that was in there. Shout out to some people in the chat because I didn't know he was from the Bay because I just found that. But it looks like a couple people know who that is. So that's what we're here to do. Give you some music, put some people on to some shows. To some
No
folks.
doubt. Shout out to my man Al Green, Coalition Carolina. He was the one that said shout out to the Bay.
Yes, sir. All right. Good shit. So I think our guest was trying to get back with us. I'm not sure. Parker, I know she was having some problems. Is she there? Are we pushing? What we doing, C? I know you said you got a message from her.
Yeah, she's having some technical difficulties, so she's gonna come back next week and do it the right way. So shout out to Parker.
Okay.
Apparently she can't get the proper reception. So it happens. She's moving and grooving around, and they said let's just do it next week.
All right. What do you think we should run the record though? Should we run the record at least to
Yeah, let's play the song. Let's do it.
Let's play the song. So this is Parker, who unfortunately was running into some technical difficulties. So this is what we would have been talking about. She got herself a little bop right now. Shouts to the ATL. All right. So Miss Parker, if she was here with us, you know what I mean, we would be talking about that record. But fun record, fun little outside, summer record. What's up, Hologrove?
I actually had that record for a couple of weeks. I had saw her premiered on her Instagram because I've been kind of locked in with her from when she was living out here in Houston. And I thought it was a nice, catchy record. It got the little iPhone sample ringtone in there. And I played it in New Orleans at Essence last weekend. Anybody that knows anything about New Orleans, it's hard as fuck to break records in New Orleans because of bounce music. But it had the place turned up. You know what I'm saying? A couple people came up to me, asked me what the name of the record was. So it's something I fuck with. It's different and it's short, right to the point.
Did anything come about with the whole ATL hole in New Orleans? Or they was bopping to it?
Oh no! See, the thing about New Orleans is the only time that we hit Atlanta is when the Falcons come to town. You hear me? That's it.
I can dig it. What's up, C Styles?
But it's funny because I was sitting over here laughing like, yo, these motherfuckers made a whole beat off of ringtones. This shit is crazy. And then they just started chanting the ATL hole in it. And I think it could work. I definitely think it could work like for the young crowd, definitely. Like it might get some love. It definitely might get some love, especially the way they chant ATL hole throughout the chorus. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely might get it might get a groovy stamp. It might just get a groovy stamp. It might be one of those joints that'll sneak up on you, but they need to make an international one to represent the other cities. And that's the way they'll definitely blow up.
That's what I was thinking about too, because we probably could get a one from different regions or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, the trippy part about the song is only 1 minute and 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
That's the part I hate about it. It's too.
I knew you was gonna speak on it. I knew you was gonna speak.
I say this shit all the time. They be making 1 minute and 30-second records and thinking that shit is gonna work. Nah, man. DJs hate that shit. DJs hate that shit. I hate playing the record. Why am I playing all these goddamn interludes for? I'm listening to interludes on every album and shit. What the fuck? It might just work, Joe.
Yeah. No, but I definitely agree. There probably could be there could be different region joints to go from that. You know what I mean?
It's like what Petey Pablo did with the North Carolina record.
Yep.
He did
100%.
one. He went back and did one for different markets. So like I said, it just might work.
Yep. All right, man. Well, we got a special in-house guest today, New York. Shout out the crew. The couch is looking full over there. CL, what's going down?
Oh man, it's full production, man.
Full production.
Going down. We got Naya in the house holding it down. And special guests, I'm going to say imported and born and raised here as well. Gas companies in the building with my brother Rich Nice, who also does the A&R Room worldwide and all these things. Welcome to New Music Wednesdays, y'all.
You're welcome.
Great to be here.
Yeah, man.
Great day to be alive.
Doing, man?
Great day to be alive.
Yeah. How's the heat for y'all?
I'm used to it.
Okay.
I'm used to it. Yeah.
Where you from?
I'm from Cali.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Shout out to
Mhm.
California, man. Very many terrain out there. You know, I've been to California in the summer. I needed a jacket in the Bay, and then sometimes you go out to that valley and you die. So
Wow.
And whatnot. All right. Well, let's do some quick introductions, man. Because Rich, we know Rich Nice, but you should say something first.
Great day to be alive.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Rich Nice, producer. Man, I can go on and on with so many accolades.
Talk about it.
A&R Room creator on Sway in the Morning.
Yes.
Co-founder of the Trackmasters. We're actually doing the Trackmaster podcast right now.
Shout out to
We're
Trackmaster.
3 episodes deep. Shout out to Polk and Tone. The band is back together.
A lot of history.
The band is back together officially to correct a bunch of the, podcast people be saying so many lies. And so we just want to get the set
You
the
know what it
record
is?
straight.
Lies with confidence. That's the crazy part.
Chest poked out. I'm
Yelling.
like, you wasn't even in the room when Big was like, that's another conversation. So it'd be so funny. So we're doing the Trackmaster podcast. In the meantime, I've gotten bit by the producer bug again as a Trackmaster. And I did the album with Black Ice, the legendary Black Ice poet out of Philadelphia. We did this great album with him. And then, somebody heard some beats and was like, yo, what we doing? So then the gas company was born. We've been talking about it for a while. and I've been producing Lex Sequoia for a while.
Yeah.
The connection with Lex Sequoia, just so you know, is
Wait a minute, but that's what I mean. I remember Lex Sequoia from when we was on 34th Street.
Yeah.
And that might have been 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So y'all been cooking for some time.
For a while now. You know, this is my young protege. Through Sway and her mother used to have a clothing line in the 90s.
Look at that.
So I actually have pictures of her sitting on Sway's knee as a little girl.
Man, Alexa.
So this is hip hop lineage.
Yeah. So
yes.
So the Bay is in the house also.
Well, no, she's from.
I am from a small town in California called Moreno Valley. We both are actually. And that's kind of how we all came about. Individually, we're still our own artists. So I'm still Lex Sequoia. He's still Stevie Crooks.
Okay.
He's still Rich Nice, but together we are the Gas Company.
Yes.
Which is something different for us all, I think, and new for us all. Like you said, we've been, us from like 8 years ago. And that's what's beautiful is about it is like we're trying new things and getting out there, popping out one time.
So this is I feel like it's an Avengers, X-Men.
Exactly.
Everyone assembled.
Exactly.
So this fusion, what does this fusion sound like between the two of you?
Honestly, it's positive music. It's good music and make you feel good. You know, that's what really what we've been trying to do is make feel good music. So, I feel like we captured it with the project. And
You be cooking your ass off, boy.
Really
You be
excited
cooking, right?
To continue to do what we're doing. This is our first go at it, and it was already good. So I just feel like the next time it's just gonna be way better. It's just way better. Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely bringing a different sound. And I think something that people aren't used to these days, or maybe like an old feeling, bringing it back, real music.
Yeah.
Yes.
The vibrations and we always talk about frequencies that are not here, but sort of reminisce on. So we're looking forward to it. Now there are the Gas Company I think there's some other members in the group.
So basically how this turned out is like, when you hear Parliament Funkadelic with Bootsy and all of them, that's with George Clinton, that's Funkadelic. When you hear Latifah and Tribe Called Quest and the Jungle Brothers, that's Native Tongue.
There you go.
When you hear the RZA, the GZA, the Old Dirty Bastard, that's Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
So now we gotta have our own. So when you hear Stevie Crooks, Lex Sequoia, Rich Nice, it's the Gas Company. We got Just Mills. That's she should be tapping in any second. She's in Berlin.
Shout out
She's
to
6
Jeff.
hours ahead of us, so she should be checking in.
Okay.
And we've done guest features. We got she's here. She's here.
Yeah,
Shout out to Just Mills.
Jump on.
Yeah.
Hey, Jess.
And we've been blessed to have a few people, to do guest features with us. And it's I mean, for me, the project is so dope because it's live instrumentation with my sample stuff, with me playing as well. And that's really the glue of what makes things feel good.
Awesome. Raymond, you want to say something?
Hold on. See, I think let's play the first joint.
Let's take a
before we
listen.
get into a little bit more with them. You know what I mean? Because I know there's a deeper meaning behind this whole Gas Company from when we talked, Rich. So
Yes.
I want to play this joint, Stay Alive, and then I want y'all to elaborate on it. So
Perfect. Yes.
Shout out y'all pulling up live and direct right there in New York. Shout out Just Mills as well, international flavor. Check this one out, y'all. This one is Stay Alive.
Everyone is loving it. Stay alive. Tell us tell
Yes,
us the story. It
that's
feels
flavor.
like there's a story behind this.
I'll start the story off. So by the way, really quick, shout to D. Anthony Parks. That's him playing the drums. I mean, I chopped up the drums, but that's him playing the drums. He's played and produced with everyone from Michelle Indegio cello to Sade. He's actually out on tour with Andre 3000 now. He produced on that record as well. He's an L drummer. So shout to him. That's the homie. This kind of concept came, when you go through something in life and then you get through it, you kind of happy to be alive, and I started saying this thing, great day to be alive, because I almost lost my life in an accident. And so it made me start thinking about Lex Sequoia, because Lex Sequoia is a breast cancer survivor. And while she was going through her treatment during the pandemic of, radiation and chemo, during the pandemic, she had to go alone because they wouldn't let anybody go with you.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, not little girl, but I say, this little girl is hard as nails, yo. Like, who? I can't go to the dentist by myself. So I'm just like, you went through chemo and radiation, dolo? So I'm like, great day to be alive. So then I start thinking about what got me through when I was, because, you know, the doctor gives you these pain pills and go, take these pills, you'll be fine. And I took one pain pill and felt like Kurt Cobain. I was like going out of my mind from one pill. And I said, I can't do this. So I started the medicinal treatment of CBD oil. So if you look at this, this is like 1,000 milligrams of CBD oil for the
Okay.
pain.
It's a lot.
What
Yeah.
is this called? We have green stem.
Yes.
All right, so that's what we have here.
And
that was
so-
the inspiration behind
And so,
this.
yeah, and knowing that she used cannabis and CBD and different things to help the nausea from the treatment and what I was going through, and it was just kind of like, this is how you stay alive.
Right.
This is how you fix yourself without damaging yourself with the pills. Because you can take those pills, but then your kidneys is destroyed.
Right.
Or if you're lucky, because then you might get addicted to it. And now you're running around here, base fiend out. You selling your television.
it.
You know, I'm asking CL, can I borrow $20? And he's like, Rich, nice, want $20? What's that about? Like, you see what I'm saying? And so it was a very serious thing. And then in the concept, it was kind of like, really, my plan when we started the project was I wasn't going to produce anything. I was just going to, because, you know, A&R. So I'm like, let me reach out to all my producer friends and get tracks. But then this one here was like, come on, track master, master the track.
She put that pressure on you.
No, pressure. Don't let
Pressure?
don't let the pretty face fool you.
You said she's strong.
Yeah,
as nails.
pressure. Yes.
All right. She put that pressure on you.
Yes.
And so I sent one, which was that, thinking I'm off the hook. We'll send that to people, and that'll be the example. Here they go. I sent it, and they sent it right back, vocaled and done. I was like,
not playing around.
I'm in trouble.
No, all he said back was, I hate y'all.
I hate y'all.
That's how I know he liked
Because
it.
now he has to keep creating. inside him,
Exactly.
right?
That's how we got the rest of the project. So yeah.
2 weeks. I ended up doing like the whole project. We did it like in 2 weeks.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So
Thanks
we
to
listen
us.
to Stay Alive. How many more tracks have you guys created now?
It's a whole project. It's a whole album.
Whole project.
It's a whole album. Yeah. And then I said, well, since we're working, let's start pulling in other people to come and feature on stuff. And so we just started getting other people. I met Just Mills. She came here to New York on an exchange student thing for creatives with the Hip Hop Education Center that I'm a member of and on the board.
Love that.
And we were in the studio working, and I just watched her, and she was in the room like, "Oh, I'm good. Just open up the Pro Tools for me. Oh, open up the Logic for me." And I'm looking at her like, "Oh, you're not waiting for the engineer. You're not." So I just stood in the back of the room. I said, "Let me watch and see what homie gonna do." And she started getting it together, and I was like, "Okay." After it was all, I said, let's stay in touch. Let's work. She was like, all right, bet. And we just stayed in touch. And I said, yo, let's do some stuff. And she said, bet. And we just started doing it. And it's been like a super creative trip. Everyone is all super creative.
Yes.
Everyone is talented in their own right. Everyone's their own individual artists. They all stand alone without me even.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But then when we all come together, I produce her individually, produce Just Mills individually, and I'm begging Stevie to let me produce him individually.
Come on now.
See, Stevie produced too, so it's like I gotta impress him.
Shout out to all the producers.
Yeah.
Right?
That's funny.
Steve, you want to say something, man? You know?
I love this guy.
Okay.
He
That was nothing but love. That's what's up.
Yeah, Rich, Mad Infectious. I definitely want, because we've been bringing her name up. Just Mills. Make sure to chime in and get your flowers as well. They've been giving you love on here. Just, are you able to tap in?
Yes, I am here.
How are we doing? Looking good. Looking good. Where Berlin is where you're at, huh?
Yeah, I'm in Berlin. Correct.
Okay.
Guten Tag.
So
Guten Tag.
give us your journey, and we heard Rich's side. Let's hear it from you.
Yeah, in terms of meeting Rich Nice or like the track. I mean, I can't say too much about the track because that's Lex Sequoia on there, and I think Stevie, right?
Yeah.
On that particular one, but we are getting ready to play your song as well. So just talk about, being involved with this gas company, you know what I mean? Because for me, one, Lex, I want to give you your love, cancer survivor. My sister is a cancer survivor. My homie's a cancer survivor. So like I said, the deeper meaning behind this project, I think, is beautiful. But just seeing all different pieces come together to make this dope sound, man, is ill. So just kind of speak on your piece as well.
Right. Yeah. I mean, first of all, I like to say I did not know the backstory about the about the first track. So it's really good to know it adds so much depth to the song now. And it's a gorgeous song in of itself, but then but knowing all that definitely makes a huge difference. So thanks for sharing that, guys. And in terms of the next song, which is the song featuring me, so like Rich Nice already said, we met at a studio during this exchange that I did. I was in New York for the first time. I absolutely loved it. And it was a pleasure and an honor meeting Rich Nice. I wouldn't have thought that I would have necessarily made connections outside of the whole project that I was like there for. So I'm glad about that. And we just kind of stayed in touch, and I literally just sent like a just raw takes of me rapping on this splice drum loop, literally, and nothing else. And then I got this like entire track back, and I was like, oh, okay. So he's for real, like.
Get it rich, get it rich.
I didn't know him that well, so I was just thinking, he wants me to like send something. Okay, I'll do it. I didn't know what was gonna happen, and I literally got an entire track back, and then like 2-3 weeks later, it was actually on Spotify. I was like, oh, okay. We move fast, but that's what happened, and I'm just glad to be here. I wish I could be on that couch. But I'm glad that technology allows me to, chime in with you guys.
All right, well, without a doubt. Just Mills checking in from Berlin again. The Gas Company is the name of the collective. American Street Music is the name of the project. Just Mills. I think Rich said y'all we like 6 hours ahead or something like that.
Yes, it's 11:26 p.m.
Oh, okay, that's prime creative hours right there. That's prime creative hour. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They just started.
All right, man. Well, again, through the graces of technology, glad you could join us for sure. So, C, what's going on in New York? What's cracking?
Oh man, we back at it. Listening to the vibes. Shout out to that record right there. All right, Barred Up International. Going back into that conversation we're talking about, this is probably why. International artists are making great records. It's no joke. They're competing, and it's a beautiful thing. That being said, what else is going on, gang?
Well,
summer's here. What's the plans?
I want to make this announcement because I was gonna wait. You can't call me the Grand Mixer DST. DXT is calling me right now. I can't even. I got the legend. He's gonna hear this and go, "Why don't you pick up?" I gotta send him the voicemail. Unfortunately, so Nigel Sylvester and the MTA have a promotion going for people to ride safely on the subway, because people have been riding on the top of the subway and losing their life and everything.
Yeah.
And the campaign is called Stay Alive. And so we've just joined forces with them with our Stay Alive song to join this forces with them. So shout to Nigel Sylvester and the MTA. So when you see that commercial in the subway, you're going to hear a clip of Stay Alive. And so I was going to announce that on Sway in the Morning, but you family, so I put it here first. I put it here.
Digiwaxx.
I know, you don't even know.
Surprise.
This just happened Monday. This just happened on Monday.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Been hope for y'all.
Yeah.
Look at God.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff.
Now, moving forward this summer, where can we see you? Where can people connect with you, catch you live?
Well, we've been out doing a few things. We did a pop-up in Los Angeles in the LA Art District. We have something else coming up in Minnesota with DJ D Mill. We're gonna do something in Minnesota. And we're moving around. If y'all got some dates for us, y'all want us to pull up and pop out, we can pop out, you know what I'm saying? And do some stuff. There's another song that we did that's everyone is all together on it, the Neon Dream song. But before we do that, I appreciate what you're doing, and I wanted to give you guys a gift of live long and prosper. So that's what we're about, living long and prosper. You know what I'm saying? Because
Shout out to all my Star Trek fans.
Start shows, and sometimes they're not successful, but this is going to be successful. So I want to make sure I bring you something that you can live long and prosper with. So whenever you think live long and prosper,
they came in here with everything: the energy, the music, the vibrations. Stay alive, y'all. Stay alive.
Let everybody live long and prosper and do cool things and great things. Because I've known this guy a very long time. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's dope to see this, go from a thought to this. You know what I'm saying? And so even when, on the call, You know, it might have been 5 people in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And now the call is like 105. So it's just dope, you know what I'm saying, to see everybody tapping in and all the DJs. You know, I'm from the DJ culture. I'm from the Cool Herc lineage, from Cedar Avenue. DST is, that's my mentor, you know what I'm saying? So I come from the DJ culture. So I always want to support DJ culture anytime I can.
The DJ packs, speaking on that, you know, the DJ packs are available on Digiwaxx or will be if they're not there already as well. I always ask this DJ question because it's a simple question, but it's important because they're trying to run the DJ off, but they can't.
They can't.
Where's the vinyl, or will you be doing vinyl?
We are going to do vinyl. I'm glad you said that. And honestly, the reason why I even sent these songs, because these 3 songs are the 3 songs that are going to be on the vinyl.
Let's go.
And we're doing old school double A side.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Double A side. Yeah, everything on one. Let's go. Because all of, you know, my new model was my old model that I've reestablished. I'm not playing for second place. So it's no need to make a B-side, because to me, a B-side is second place. So it's a double A-side. So all the songs are equally as good. All of the talent that went to it is equally as good. All of the energy and the late night of me programming went in equally as good. All of the CBD and all of the cannabis that was ingested to make sure that everyone was, you know, cool to create it, equally as good. And so, you know, I'm happy that she's here. I'm happy that he's here. You know, they flew in from California just for us to do this here live.
Wow, thank you
know
for
what I
blessing
mean?
us.
And then, of course, we're going to shoot a bunch of content while we're here. Anybody that need drops or anything, we're here to make sure it happens. But that was the main thing, you know, that we can come here.
I do want to say one other thing.
Yeah.
First of all, again, thank y'all for coming. Yeah, so just gotta say one other thing, since y'all are here and whatnot. Shout out to Dot Hip Hop, who's been like holding us down, supporting us, and you know, they've helped us grow this as well.
Nice.
And they have given us the opportunity to give out Dot Hip Hop domain names.
Nice.
So I want to make sure that y'all know on behalf of them that they're gonna give each of you guys a Dot Hip Hop domain name, including Gas Company Dot Hip Hop, Lexicoya Dot Hip Hop, and everybody else. So that you can, yes, so that you guys can be a part of that. And it's a special thing to have a domain because you can make a lot of money from it. It's like your own business. So shout out to them for that. You know,
Thank you.
and we did have one last thing because I'm getting pressured. Shout out to DWI to get drops, but I feel weird about getting right, man. What you think? Should we just do the drops on the side? It's a little weird.
Yeah, we do the drops. We do the drops on the side. You know what I mean?
Okay, we'll do them on the side. But
Yeah,
shout
'cause
out
we
to
did have some people that wanted to ask some other questions as well.
Oh, okay.
So,
Sorry about that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, all good. Remo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here. Yeah, Remo Trash City Radio. Just shout out to the artists. Both songs was fire. I love the Queen's voice on the song. Her cadence was dope. Big shout out to Rich, man, a legend. I actually know Rich from 119 in Lexington. He used to come through back in the days. We actually grew up with a guy we knew together named Mel. So shout out to Rich, man. Big shout out. And I'd love to hear more music.
Salute. Mel is the homie. Wow, Mel is my guy. I used to be on Lexington Avenue with these guys back in the days, back in like the real hip hop days. And man, Mel was such a solid dude, man. And oh man, you brought back memories just now, man. That's for salute, man. Lexington Avenue. But I'll give you a quick trivia. We used to see Alpo driving down Lexington Avenue late summer night, driving in the drop top, and he would be playing smooth music, and he would pull over and say, "You can't play no hip hop this time of night. If you're playing hip hop this time of night, you corny. You corny playing hip hop this time of night." And he would ride off playing ba-doo doo ba-doo doo doo ba-doo doo ba-doo doo doo, driving down Lexington Avenue at like 12:30 on a Saturday night or the summertime in Harlem. And man, he know because we was all there together, man. Salute to you, brother.
That's what's up, Rich. Salute.
Big ups. Miss Tasha, you there?
Yes, I'm here. So this is for both in person and just mails, and you guys can decide who wants to answer. But I wanted to know, you were given the opportunity, Just Mills, to go out to New York. And I'm in Canada, I'm in Toronto. And the UK and Toronto and Canada are like cousins. So I'm listening to your song and I'm like, it's getting a little drill, it's getting a little Caribbean, and your cadence is amazing. What did you take from what you were able to learn when you went to America? Because I related because I'm Caribbean and I'm in Canada, but I'm wondering what impact did this opportunity through the Education Center give you as someone that's outside of America? Because it's amazing how it all came together. And going back to, the autonomy that you were given, the trust that you were offered to be a part of this collaboration, the gas company. Not a lot of people are given those type of opportunities, especially from America. So what did that mean to you, and what did you take from that opportunity?
That's a really good question. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is the realization that I don't know that much about hip hop, even though I do it, and I think being from coming from different places, because obviously Europe, like the countries in Europe are so different from one another, and I did grow up partially in London and partially in Berlin, and Berlin is like this melting pot, not like New York is, but in a different sense, that there's no such thing as segregation really, or like these types of people living here and those types of people living there. So everyone's just, it's like very intermingled. And I think that, in combination with the charts at the time that I saw growing up, and then obviously America and American music being so widespread, and then moving to Berlin where the music scene is completely different and there's loads of techno, and the people that I work with generally don't do like hip hop and R&B. I've become such a like mumbo jumbo of so many different things. But I did fall in love with the art of rapping, or specifically spoken word, that just kind of transformed into rap. And yeah, then when I was in New York, and the whole thing was about hip hop education, I just realized how much of a thing hip hop is, and how accidentally or how naturally it just kind of was something that I guess I'm doing, without it being like a super intentional thing, or without having learned really. It's just, it just kind of comes out, and I'm like, okay, here's a song. And yeah, just realizing like, oh, okay, this is where it comes from. These are the people that appreciate it. I think that's a big thing as well. In Berlin, I feel like different genres are appreciated. So like techno, for example, is a big thing here. Like if you want to do techno, if you want to do any type of like electronic music, come to Berlin. But if you make music in German, obviously. But yeah, for me, I think what I took away was there is so much behind what I'm doing, even though I didn't realize it, and I'm keen on learning more. And also I feel like I fit in more. So that was also a beautiful experience to just see that, hey, the world is huge. And I mean, I knew it was huge, but yeah, up until that point, I didn't really feel like I'd ever been in a place where I feel like, hey, these are like my people, And in New York, funnily enough, I felt more home than in Berlin. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Thank you for your vulnerability. It takes a lot to say, I didn't really know a lot about this hip hop thing, even though I joined hip hop education. And what I will say is hip hop's all about poetry too, right? So when you talk about that, it could flow naturally because you had the essence of that. Right. So, but no, I appreciated it. And I grew up listening to a lot of techno. So in Canada, you want to listen to techno, come here. But yeah, no, I really look forward to hearing more from you, and I'll definitely reach out in the future because there's a huge audience here in Toronto and in Canada, and we need your light here. So thank you for that piece.
Thank you. Thank you.
Super ill, super ill. With that being said, let's go on and run this joint, Neon Dreams. Again, the gas company hanging out with us, New York to Berlin today. Let me make sure I got the share right. Let's get to the vibes. Check this out, y'all. It's Neon Dreams. You know what I mean? The gas company hanging out right there in New York. Shout out the whole couch. You know what I mean? Super ill with it. Super ill with it. You know what I mean?
Salute, salute, salute.
Thank
now,
you.
Now that particular song, that's me playing the drums. And I chopped myself up and worked it out like that. So it worked out kind of good. I was inspired by T. Anthony because he's so nice on the drums.
I got the flavor. I got the flavor.
I love what I'm hearing. How can I get more details on the songwriting and the messaging behind it? Because that's your pen, right? That's your pen. All right. So you definitely have a pen game. How has it felt for you as a songwriter being able to express yourself on this project? And what do you pray and hope that your listeners will be able to gain from it?
Yeah. I just really want to, after everything I've been through, everything everybody's been through individually, I just really want to spread love and light and the word of God and staying alive and neon dreams. Everybody follow your dreams. Every day is a blessing. And it's very important for me to use my pen, and that's the best way to reach the world for me right now is through my music. And so I'm very cautious and very aware of the things that I say. A lot of the lyrics these days are very negative. Rich's favorite thing to hate is all the killing in the music, all the deaths in the music. So
Agreed.
I want to be the opposite of that in anything that I say and anything I portray. And because that's how I live my everyday life. So whenever you see anything like Sequoia or the gas company, it's 100% me.
Yeah.
And I'm like this in person and off the songs too.
I love it. We need that high frequency music.
Yes.
And you're not the only one with the pen.
Yeah.
You're not the only one with the pen. How did you feel? I heard some bars in there. How about you, Sal?
Oh, you know, I'm vibe.
They call him Bar Kelly.
Bar Kelly.
Oh, Bar Kelly. Where was your mind at during this project with expressing yourself and the messaging you wanted to get out?
Honestly, when Rich sent the beat, it was just automatic. Like just because, you know, I'm a student of hip hop, so like I know where it comes from, and I feel like that song captured a image in my head of what I thought New York was, if that makes sense, when I was younger. So it was easy for me to kind of scribe a descriptive verse that kind of explains what I was seeing and also explains how I feel in my heart about what's going on in the world, you know? And that's how the verse came about. It kind of pretty much just like wrote itself.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Well, we love it. Everybody on here loves it. The world's going to love it. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to the gas company once again. Thank you for stopping by Digiwaxx.
Thank you. And that's Just Mill singing the chorus on that.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Just
Just Mill coming in all
Can't
the way
wait till
from
she gets out
Germany.
here again.
I can't wait though.
No doubt. So
We appreciate you, Queen.
Yeah, I guess to follow up, if anybody wants interviews or drops, and anything else, reach out to Rich Nice.
Reach out to me, hit me up. I'm real easy to find. I'm on Instagram, A&R Room, the letter A, the letter N, the letter R, OOM. We could put my email in the chat if you want.
Right,
It's
here we
super
go.
easy. richnicemusic@gmail. I'm easy to contact. Just put Digiwaxx in the title so I know it's y'all, because I do get a lot of emails, but once I see Digiwaxx, I'll tap in instantly. No worries. I'm super easy to find and super ready to work, ready to get it popping. So let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, man. Big respect, man. Love, California, Berlin, New York. Let's get into a record, and we're gonna bring on our next guest. New Music Wednesdays. You already know.
Thanks for having
Yep,
us.
indeed. Yep, indeed. Just
No
want to give
doubt.
y'all love, man. Again, thank you for popping in live. Just Mills, thank you for taking the time internationally from Berlin. Super big vibes. Again, Gas Company, the American mixtape, what it's called, y'all. Lex, much love to you, huh? All right, we got Miss Lizzo and Doja Cat coming together on that one.
That was Lizzo, right?
That was Lizzo. Lizzo and Doja Cat together.
It sounded like Lizzo too. That was groovy.
Yeah. Listen, listen, Doja Cat a rapper, yo. People ought to hate on her. She'll hit you with some bars. You know what I mean? What's our take, Miss Seabass? What's up, Miss Brittany Chair? Because I know you were feeling that joint.
I submitted that song, guys. So that's from the mixtape My Face Hurts from Smiling, released June 27th. That was Doja Cat and or Lizzo featuring Doja Cat. Actually, the mixtape is great and it's not doing very well sales wise. I'm really surprised. It's got SZA on the mixtape as well as Doja Cat. I mean, in comparison to her album, Somebody was asking about the production. That's Alex Goldblatt. I'm not sure who he is, but
I know him.
you know him?
Yeah, I know Alex. He plays
Okay.
with the band that I DJ with. Be on it. So,
Okay,
yeah,
well,
I know Alex.
he's on the production on that. I love the song. That's why I submitted it. I thought it was fire. Doja Cat is underrated as a rapper. I honestly, I really think if Doja wasn't so weird, people would like. But that's part of her allure. That's part of who she is as an artist. She's out there. She's strange, but definitely want to give her flowers. And I mean, Lizzo was spitting on that too, you know. So I think they're both really talented. And I think sometimes antics get in the way of real talent sometimes. But yeah. So check out the mixtape, guys. I think it's great.
That's what I was just about to say about Lizzo. Is I think the antics have gotten in the way for her a little bit. So what will be, what will be. You know what I mean? But want to welcome our next guest to the call. We want to go to church one time, if we will. Mr. John Keith. Mr. John Keith, are you there?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man? Thank you for joining the call today.
Appreciate you having me, man. This is dope.
Yeah, super ill, man. Where you checking in from?
I'm checking in from Nashville. You know what I'm saying? I'm from San Diego, California, but you know what I'm saying? I live in Nashville for the time being.
Okay, John. So you okay? I'm in San Diego, so we definitely have
word.
to. Yeah. We definitely need to connect on another way. You know what I mean? So,
For sure,
man. Super ill though, man. Listen, the music is dope. You got some spirituality up in this. You know what I mean? Some real talk. I do want to talk. I do want to ask you, because I know, you know, we have the I don't want to say a stigma behind where gospel or Christian music or whatever the case may be. How do you identify yourself as an artist?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Christian in real life, you know what I'm saying? So I am a Christian artist. But you know what I'm saying? I don't demand to be put in any box. I don't demand people refer to me as an artist or as a Christian artist. You know what I'm saying? I am what I am. I'm a Christian artist, but you know what I'm saying? If you feel better saying artist or Christian artist, it's whatever.
Yeah, no, all good. Because like I said, more than ever right now, we are getting a lot of, if we're gonna call it Christian hip hop or hip hop from artists that are Christian, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, but it's like it's finding its way into like secular music. It's finding its way into like mainstream popularity, man. And it's a beautiful thing because we've talked about forever. We've been doing this call for 5 years, John, and we have always talked about there needs to be a balance in this stuff. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yes, there's the ratchet shit. Yes, unfortunately, there's been too much emphasis on like the murder type music, whatever.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I'm very happy with the space that this type of music is getting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you know, I think it's important, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's also, like you said, it's a stigma around it. You know, there's a lot of people that think that you know, if you're a Christian artist and the only thing that you can make music about is like church, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying, directly Jesus. And it's like I'm a Christian artist and I go through life, you know. And so I got tons of songs that, you know, like I write a song about my wife and it's a love song. That's what it is. And like people will be like, oh, this is a dope love song. And then they find my other stuff and like, oh, okay, this is a Christian artist. And it's like, you know, we go through life just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I got beef with people. You know what I'm saying? I get heartbroken, upset. I fall in love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a father. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's all this stuff. So it's like, it's life from the perspective of someone who you know, follow Jesus. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's that's what I say. Like the Christian tag is put on a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff when you listen to the lyrics, like you said, it's real life music. That's all. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's how I feel about it as well. Like I'm a big fan of D1. D1, I think is ill.
Yeah, that's the homie.
Did I hear you were working with Miles Minnick as well?
Yeah, I did a collab project with Miles earlier this year. Yeah, it was like all, you know, West Coast rap. You know, I was you know, I'm born and raised in San Diego and he's from, you know what I'm saying, from the Bay, he's from Vallejo. And you know, so like, yeah, we were just like, you know, it's not a whole lot of music coming from this like point of view, especially not from where we're from. And so we just linked up on some, you know, on some homie stuff. And it's like, yo, let's do this record. So yeah, you know,
Were was that a separate project from the one he did with Lecrae, or was that the whole thing?
No, that was a completely separate thing. That was before that, for sure.
Okay. All right. Word.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, listen, thank you for joining the call. Like I said, man, we got DJs from all around the country on here. Definitely got to give you some 619 love. You know what I mean? Let's get into this first song, "Oh Won't Fly," first. I was gonna play the video. I know the begin. I mean, would you prefer to play the video? Because I know you kind of got a pretty deep intro into it. You know what I mean? It's very much a movie. So
yeah, it's a movie. You know, like it's like a whole short film before it. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all got time and you know attention span for that, you know, knock yourself out.
Super ill. John Keith, everybody. John Keith is his name. That is the song "Won't Fly" right there. The video, like I said, is a major movie. You know what I mean? Which, like I said, because I know you got like a minute 30 of like leaning into the song. I think on that front side. So, but
it's like a whole thing. And I know it's a little jarring coming after the Lizzo record. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I see Brittany. You know what I'm saying? She like, nah, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I was playing that record earlier, so you know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping.
Yeah. Speaking of Miss Brittany, what we got?
Hi, John Keith. How are you?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you, kindly. I appreciate that.
God's still working on me.
Hey, me too.
He's still working on me. I still got a little, you know, I'm a little righteous and ratchet, but you know, God, he's still working. I just wanted to say, I noticed your semicolon tattoo, and I just want to say, I get it, and me too. And I'm glad that you're in this space, and I'm glad you're here. And continue to make music, continue to inspire, and I look forward to hearing more stuff come out of you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Well, for those of us that don't know the semicolon, what does it represent?
You know, it's like a sign for people who have decided to keep going. You know, some people also get it to, you know, as a you know, remembrance for people that chose not to keep going. For me, you know, mental health and suicidal ideation is something I've struggled with since I was a child. And so I'm still here, you know what I'm saying, by the grace of God. And so I actually just this year decided to go ahead and get the tattoo. I put it off. It wasn't really an option for me before because I wasn't certain that I wanted to keep going. So, but I'm here, still going. Praise God.
Praise God for sure. Miss Tasha, what you got for us?
Wow, this became about so many things, and thank you for your vulnerability. I'm doing my master's on mental health and Black mental health. That's the focus. I don't know, and you don't have to answer this, but you chose music to spread the message that I'm still here. And I made the decision to be here. And because you're here, we're here. Like, you took music to share the message of, you know, you don't know what the decision is, but that's the decision I make. This is representation I got, you know, on my body. And you're using music to showcase that decision. Is there anything in particular that sort of grounded, I'm going to use music to share the message of, look at me, I represent the choice to still be here, and to respond to what was going on with your mental health? Why music? Because you could have chose any other medium, but you chose music. And I'm just interested in, why did you choose to use your voice through music to share the message of you're still here?
Yeah, I don't, it didn't really feel calculated to me. You know, I think this is gonna sound corny, but it feels more like music chose me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't remember a time in my life where music wasn't a part, like a heavy part of, you know, everything, you know, and I mean legitimately to the point where before I was born, you know what I'm saying, my mom was in church and receiving words from people about how her you know, her child or her children were going to be musically gifted, and we're going to spread all this kind of stuff. So my mom has had us in music classes from a young age. Me and all my brothers. My brothers make music as well, and it's incredible. And so, you know, when I was 12, I started like actually like really locking in and writing stuff. And then I started recording at 16. I started putting stuff out at 18. And so, you know, it's yeah, I don't know. It feels like a part of who I am. So it doesn't feel much like a you know, calculated decision or a choice. It's just like whether I put them out or not, these songs are gonna happen. And I just feel kind of pushed to share with people, you know.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. Because what I'm hearing is it started with you, and it did because you made the choice to center the decision on your survival is dependent on you choosing to do so. And you said something else, whether or not anyone heard it, you were going to make the music. So for allowing us to hear it, because you're representing something bigger than the music, and I hope you know that. So, you know, like Brittany said, keep going because it's amazing. So thank you.
Thank you, Con. Thank you.
Yeah, big facts. Big facts. Sierra, what's going on?
Yeah, man. Shout out to John Keith. Just want to say good job with everything. Leading a really important fight with spirituality in music, in modern music. And while still being yourself is pretty special. And I think it's worth saying, like, you know, that you know, you're actually breaking through a lot of these walls and whatnot. I just want to say, like, I know Club is like the first song to actually break through, I believe, on the mainstream chart, which has not happened in years. I think that's something that's big because it's not always easy to inspire and be cool and excel when it comes to our culture. And just want to point that out because I think it's something very, very special. And you know, we stand with you with it, man. And, you know, love what you're doing. You know, we were talking about some of the collabos with Miles and all these other things. And it's this new collective of energy going on. You know, how not only just how that been, but, you know, this movement, where do you think it can go? And since it started, you know, where do you see all of this good energy going?
Yeah, you know, I think it's just gonna get. Truth is, I think that people are tired. You know, I think that you know, I think the culture is getting more and more like aware of the fact that it's like, oh, this is so crazy. We actually would rather, or I would say that the powers that be would rather play music and support and push and advertise music that is, you know, actually just about, you know, murder and, you know what I'm saying, things that are just actually destroying our communities. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, you brought up D1, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the homies, and he's always talking about you know, the hip hop being such a massive part of black culture and the black community, and yet the main thing that it surrounds is the destruction of it. That's crazy. That's insane. And so I think that more and more people are kind of waking up to the fact it's like, this is crazy. We would rather listen. We actually don't want to hear about God so much that we would rather listen to songs about people losing their sons and daughters and brothers and fathers and all that. They would rather hear that than anything, you know, positive, because that's corny. I think people are waking up to it. I think they're tired. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that more people are pushing towards, you know, wanting to make music that's like that kind of reflects God, and even if it's unintentionally, because, you know, I'm a person that believes that, like, I think that love itself is a reflection of God. And so, like, love songs like those, that's beautiful. I think God is, you know what I'm saying? I believe God is a person. I think God is pleased and, like, you know, takes joy in love songs. But just not the nonsense, you know? So yeah, I think it's just gonna get better, and I think it's gonna get bigger for real.
Yeah, man, respect it. Thank you.
I think you muted.
My bad. Yes. Now I'll say, with that being said, let's run this joint club just in case people ain't hip. You know what I mean? You and Miles super ill together. You know what I mean? And
Thank you, man.
like I
Thank
said,
you.
yeah, we'll switch it up from the ballad to little bop. You know what I mean? But still with a message. So John Keith hanging out, y'all again. This was with Miles Minnick. Check it out. He charted, man. So congratulations. You know what I mean?
Thank you, bro.
So with like that song, right, and that sound, like I've heard artists, you know, in your lane have gotten maybe some pushback because it's not your traditional, you know, whether like I said, I don't want to call it your Christian hip hop or whatever, but you know, but more and more of these younger artists are doing this with the slap beats, but spitting off a message. You know what I mean? So, how have you kind of dealt with some of that pushback, or have you dealt with the pushback?
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, there's it's really funny, man, because a lot of Christian artists, like, we find ourselves in this space where it's like a lot of, you know, we have some real fans, some real supporters. Like, for instance, I have I co-own a music festival in Nashville, Tennessee called Holy Smoke, August 14th through 16th. Slide through. You know, we sold this thing out 5 years in a row now. It's 1,500 people that pull up. You know what I'm saying? And from all over the place. They do not come from Nashville. They're flying from Egypt and the UK and like all, you know what I'm saying? They're coming all over the place. So we have serious fans, and also still with that, the majority of the church or the Christian community is like, this isn't Christian enough. This isn't, you know, there's no major Christian radio station that'll play that record that you just played, but it's charting on mainstream, right? And so it's like, but then even on mainstream, there's a lot of there's a lot they're like, we're not gonna play it because it's too Christian. So it's either too Christian or it's not Christian enough, which puts us in the space of, bro, what I'm supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? What do you want me to do? And so, you know, I kind of just the way I deal with it, the way that me and my friends deal with it is we focus on the people that's tapped in. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just serve the people that are here for what we're trying to do. We're not worried about the people that's not.
Fire. Big Red, what's going on?
Yo, hey, what's going on? How you doing?
What's good?
Red, you a little low.
A little low? How about now? I'm good?
Yeah, it's better.
All right, I'm turning the speaker down. Hey, I just want to touch in real quick, man. I know you're a busy man up there in Tennessee, man. I noticed the production of the music sounds amazing, man. I love the music. What I'm hearing, man, is real fire. And real quick, I just want to know how you connected with Rodney Jenkins, and also what's your musical relationship is with him.
Yeah, so Rodney Jerkins, I'm saying, crazy. He messaged me back in 2022, and I thought it was fake. I was like, oh, this is a fake DM. This is Dark Child. I'm not gonna answer this. But you know what I'm saying? I answered, and we hopped on the phone. We talked for a little over a year and just kind of, you know, grew our relationship. And then I ended up signing to his label in 2024, March of 2024. And I've been tapped in with him since. And so, yeah, you know, like, I'm signed to him. We've done some actual like production together. That record that you just heard was co-produced by me and him. And then you know, the album, I just dropped an album called Grow Wings. And so he did multiple tracks on that project as well. But yeah, I mean, he's a friend and a mentor and a brother, and yeah, it's been dope, an honor to be able to work with him.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Again, on your journey, man. Glad you still here with us, baby. And keep doing what you're doing. As far as producing music, what are you doing for as like in the studio? And me knowing that you said you're in Nashville, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, being in Nashville, I know a lot of people go to Nashville for the sound. And they go for the sound and the production. So what is your role in when you creating your music? What basically are you doing on most of your tracks?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not used to working with producers so much. I usually produce everything myself. Um, Both of those records that you've heard, I produced by myself in the studio, and then I sent it. So like the club record, I sent it to actually Rodney came up with the idea for it and kind of, you know what I'm saying? And then I sat and like put it together in my room, actually in this room. And then you know, the other record I actually produced in my car. And so, you know, I'm usually very solo. This last album that I just dropped, Grow Wings, was the first time that I've ever like been in the studio with a producer that, you know, I'm working with, and we're, you know, and even in that situation, I'm still it's co-production. I'm producing with them, playing stuff. And then, you know, it's my brother Enzo who he produced the whole thing with me. And you know, we're writing, we're producing, Rodney comes in, he adds things here and there. So yeah, it's been beautiful.
I appreciate you, man. I thank you for taking my questions, man. And much luck and blessings on your success. Keep doing.
Thank you, man. Thank you kindly, man.
Right on. Well, listen, I want to get into this other song, Eyes on Us. Is that off the latest album?
Yes, sir.
All right, word. Check this out again. John Keith hanging out with us. What was the name of the last album? Aliens Alive?
No, that's the label. The last album is called Grow Wings.
Okay, word. Check this one out, y'all. Eyes on Us. Gotta get this share right. Hold up.
Thank you, kindly.
Yo, biggest of congratulations, bro, for someone who's been around music in San Diego for 20 years. It's dope to see someone like yourself be able to get out and go get to it.
Thank you, man.
You know as well as I do, San Diego has a ceiling. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you know, that's a long-winded conversation.
Absolutely, it is.
But
100%.
But much congratulations to you, bro. Again, grow wings.
It's like this.
There it is. Okay, he got the merch popping. That's right. That's
Grow
right.
Wings. Yeah.
So are you actually staying in Nashville now?
Yeah, I just moved in February. So I've been in San Diego my entire life up until February. I've never lived anywhere else. Matter of fact, I never even left California until I was 18 years old. And so, yeah, you know, I'm all the way a West Coast baby through and through. This is very strange for me to be here.
All right, man. Well, listen, congratulations. Like I said, I'm happy for you. Like I said, as someone, like I said, who's here around this, I know this shit is that's what I'm saying. I'm just proud of you, G. I'm proud of you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, bro.
It's a different animal, you know. So
100%.
Yeah, but hey, do us a favor, man. If you know how to use the chat, drop your IG or websites or whatever. Definitely plug the festival, because I know we had people nearby the Nashville area as well that might want to pop out. So, but super dope, man. Super dope. So congratulations again, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for having me.
No doubt. Thanks for hanging out. Check this one out, y'all, as we wait for our next guest.
Classic. Middle age, still the sickest since the Middle Ages. A man's was all sick with the plagues. I'm still slick with these little phrases. The way I spit it will split the matrix. Put bass in the kicks while I kick the basics. Every jam is genius. Hot as Durant in Phoenix. I mean the sun or the planet Venus. This heat, fans need a fan to see the Scoville. Like a fantasy, they can't believe it. So real. Anything in my lane, roadkill. They playing oatmeal. Got game like Oak Hill. Most skill. Silk clothes is how the flow feels. Dame saying he kissed from a rose seal. I am him. These other guys, stand-ins. More beloved than sweet fried or plantains. Champion. I never needed a sports car. I just needed a North Star to take it even more far. Beyond the Billboard chart. Right into your heart. Pure art. That's how we used to rap in the courtyards. Look, now I fantasize on just quitting this cold turkey. Retire like Jerome Kersey's home jersey. Noteworthy till I'm with Pac and Old Dirty. Heads like don't hurt me, but the flow shows no mercy. So searching, I'm often off the radar. In a Portuguese cafe, watching Neymar, but the blades stay sharp. Could drop an 8-bar and take charge. The boss don't like me, talk to HR. Who else making joints like this? Scoring points like Swish, Pink Floyd type riffs. When a boy writes it, y'all can't avoid crisis. Destroying mics with a voice nice as Joyce Rice's. EMC. Quiet rabbi, kill them if they lying like the tribe of Maasai, shadflies, magpies. You can try, you can't deny I'm that guy. I can try, can't provide a bad vibe. OG on the beat, sleepwalking. I put tunes into triage, keep talking. Human is beatboxing, excuse the peacocking. They talk cheap as copping from a police auction. I'm the chief, sovereign, elite. Griot grew up on Pete Rock, beast. This is bebop, but speech, deep offering peace. Me and 14 KT dropping heat.
All right, good vibes, good vibes. That one coming in from Mr. Quantum himself. Quantum, what's that? 14K featuring Shad?
Yeah, 14KT is a producer, and
okay,
that dude Shad, I never heard of him before. The name of that track is called V. Like I said, just got a music package, so figured I'd throw that over there, and yeah, see what people think about it. You know.
Shouts out to you too, G. Like I said, I'll be keeping up with your show on Mixcloud. You and what's the girl's name? Coco Jones or whatever? Y'all are funny together.
Coco Jones. They say Coco Jones.
Sorry, the flower on that one.
All right.
You know, Atlanta, of course, in Nat Town and Chi-Town and everything and whatnot. So word up. I see Malik got his hand up, Red. I know y'all had questions. I don't know if you guys want to say something real quick, but yeah, we are here. Everything. Anybody got their question they want to ask and say something, please let us know.
Make sure you talk on the mic, CL.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. I think let me play a song real quick. We're just gonna reset, get our energy right over here. We got the one and only Saigon in the building, but we're gonna set up properly so we do this right. You know what I mean? I don't like to do anything half-assed thing. Man, I'm trying to see what I want to play because so much new music out here. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Where is the record that I liked the other day that I was knocking? I'm trying to find it.
Okay, so yeah, while he's finding that record, guys, did you guys hear the news about the supergroup that's forming? I don't know if we talked about that already. Did we talk about it? Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One. Did we talk about it?
No, Brittany. That was too Hotep. That's too Hotep.
You know what? Let me just tell you something. Quantum, just because I like a little ass shaking music, because I like to get down a little bit, doesn't mean that I'm still not with good music. I think that it's going to be a fire project. I think I read that Pete Rock is one of the producers on the project for the supergroup, and forgive me because I don't know the name that they came up with for the group because I didn't finish the article. But Pete Rock is one of the producers. So I'm looking forward to that music. Quantum, did you have anything to say about the supergroup, Mr. Hotep?
You know why I'm saying that, right? Because you said that's all that gets played on Digiwaxx.
I did not say that. I did not say that. I said what you submit.
It's recorded. It's recorded.
What you submit is Hotep.
It's recorded. It's recorded. It's recorded. But no, I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest with you. That's a conversation for another time, but I'm really not looking forward to that. I have reasons, but shout out to all of them.
All right.
I'm mad at that. I am interested in why, but I'm not mad at that. Let's play this song. We're gonna come back with our next guest, my brother over here in Saigon. Check this out.
Yeah.
Getting back into the mix. New Dreezy and T-Pain. Song's called Toxic. Sai, what you thought?
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Yeah, it was cool. T-Pain know what he doing. That guy,
Yeah, man. So
talented guy.
yeah, so coming to the stage, you know, brother I've known for a long time.
Very long time.
Yeah, multi-talented.
Very long time.
A barist, a straight spitter. You know, no games in the with the pen in the booth. But also an actor, philanthropist.
Yes.
A tech guru.
Which I learned from you guys. Shout to Mims.
No
Shout to Mims. Put me on to tech early.
Hey, listen,
Put me on to tech early.
An author.
Yes.
Wow. Man, and there's so much more to
Father.
A dedicated father.
Super father. Yeah, man.
That's a good old guy.
I got a show on Tubi. It's called Baby Daddy Duty. It's for all of the baby, what they call it, baby daddies that care, that put in the work. So if you put in the work, don't even mind being called a baby daddy. Just get on baby daddy duty. Handle your business. Yeah.
How do you balance all of this, man?
You know, I don't know, man. I ask myself that every day because I don't have an assistant. I don't do nothing. Yeah, I don't have none of that. No manager, no nothing. You know what it is?
No chat GPT calendar.
Nah, none of that. What I do is I'm conditioned because I've been doing this so long. We've been doing this so long. You know what I mean? We and when they say when a shark stops swimming, it drowns. And I can't afford to drown. This end this year.
Yo, what else?
You should have brought National Geographic in the show, right?
The shark stops swimming, it drowns.
Facts.
Ill shit, man. Ill shit.
Gotta keep going. See?
Yeah, no doubt.
No, look at Digiwaxx. Like Digiwaxx is 20 plus, man. I was there when the inception. Like we was when we used to work. We used to go do radio. We used to work on my records with Ronson.
There you go.
And
There you go.
we was working which is
all of that.
Yeah, man. Going to East Coast, oh man.
Shout out to Rich too.
Rich nice, yeah. Rich climbing, yeah. Oh yeah.
So you know, we got times and whatnot. Obviously you got a lot going on, but
yeah.
Musically,
I just did an album, man. It's called Paint the World Black. It's with me and Buck Wild from Digging in the Crate.
Shout out to Buck Wild.
So Buck Wild produced the whole album, and he's one of the most underrated producers ever in life, man. Like people know him like his hits like Whoa and Story to Tell and certain like that, and Lifestyle for Fat Joe. But if you go and look at Buck Wild's discography, you'll understand there's not too many people ever in hip hop space. And, you know, I worked with Just Blaze for a whole album. I worked with Alchemist for an album. Graham Jones.
Blaze album might have been one of the most underrated projects.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah. And shout out to Rich Nice who was here, who executive produced that. People don't realize that.
Rich Nice.
Rich Nice executive produced it.
Right here.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yes, sir.
Great stuff. Why now and why Buck?
Because you know, we've been working on this album for probably 6-7 years. Like I don't make current event music. So I like to make music that's timeless and you could listen to it 10 years later. So, you know, it was just the timing was right. I did a deal with Tech Nine and Travis O'Gwen.
I remember that. That's what's up.
And that's what is coming out on Virgin through It Goes Up. Shout out to Trav Tech. You know, those guys, good guys. You know, I just want to, when I make music, I gotta say something. I don't make music just to be like, hey, I rap, or I'm here, or I got a nice shirt, or I got a new chain. Like I gotta say something. With all the things that's going on in the world, I think people need to. There need to be some things going on.
So what's the messaging that we can get from this project?
Oh man, it's called Paint the World Black. I think we need to start understanding the power that we yield as a people. As a people, yeah, because we are the oil in the engine of America.
Say that again.
We the oil in the engine of America. Without us, nothing moves, bro. So,
exactly.
But we don't own shit. That's the problem. We gotta own more. We gotta be more control of all the things that we create. We wouldn't have to worry about inner city being messed up and the ghetto and our communities needing. I was doing some work with some school kids in Newark, New Jersey, and they had to forfeit football games because they couldn't afford equipment. And this was like 2023, and I'm like, you mean to tell me the school budget can't afford pads, so they had to forfeit games because their equipment wasn't. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, something ain't right. As much money as we spend in America as a people. Something is there, something's not right. So, that's what I've been doing. I came in the game doing the shit. I'm gonna leave doing that. So I'm always gonna have something to say. I'm always gonna try to, even if I touch my first single was Pain in My Life with Trey Songz. If you remember them records, I always felt like I had a responsibility as an artist. I don't know why a lot of artists don't feel like that sense of responsibility as an adult, as a man, as a human, as a person. Especially when you got millions of kids looking up to you.
We need it. We need those
we
voices.
do need it. Yeah, it's sad because they
30-second TikTok
Yeah.
is one in,
Oh,
right?
man.
In one ear and out the other ear. But what are you doing to actually pour into our youth?
Yeah,
Pour into the
right.
next generation.
I have 100%.
It's such a good conversation to have about ownership. We were talking about what we're doing today, which is like a media day to bring down creators and everything. But, it just led into a quick conversation about the times we used to have, Black music conferences, which brought us together.
Yes.
Which is like microcosm.
How could I be down? Remember that? How could I be down? Yeah. Oh, that was
Urban Summit.
Yeah.
California.
It mattered. It mattered, bro. That was so much. Because because I got a chance to network at them events and meet people. And we friends to this day, like artists, like not just on some business shit. Like I seen it was Glasses Malone. Like we met at one of them and we stayed friends. I seen him in Harlem the other day. I'm like, G Malone, what up? Like, let's do a record finally. And we met 20 years ago type shit. And then it was a sense of community in hip hop. Like, we missing that a lot, bro.
Music, period.
Music, period.
Well, shit. Let's play a song, man.
So we can play a song.
So about 2000 now, give us a little bit. What's it all about?
So 2000 and now is just some hip hop. That's when I just was like, I felt like a b-boy. And it's so this is this is hip hop. So Buck Wild produced it. I wanted to do a hip hop song where it sounds like hip hop, and that's what the hook said. 2000 and now, this is hip hop the way I like it to sound. You know what I mean? So
let's do it. Let's get into it. Shout out to New Music Wednesday family. Check this joint out.
Hip hop.
I got put the bar.
Oh, I know. Gotta rap. Yeah, gotta rap, man. People don't rap.
With the bars.
People don't rap no more.
Yeah.
Gotta rap. You gotta rap.
Everybody in the building. Shout out to the chat. A lot of energy.
Multi-talented as well. So we have a show. Is that right? We have a show on, what is it, Netflix?
Yeah, it's going to Netflix this season. Gravesend season 3. Make sure y'all tap in. Shout out to big homie Shaquille O'Neal.
Yes.
Shout out to William DeMayo, Peter Guns, Mano, Nick Totoro. Everybody, man, it's a beautiful thing. Jeff Gerson. Acting was something that fell in my lap when I was doing like Entourage and stuff like that. Yeah, I wasn't a turtle. Shout out to Jerry Ferrara, my brothers, and it's a great opportunity because the show is really blowing up and a lot of people watching the show, and God is great, man. God is.
Now, is this scripted or is this reality?
Scripted.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a mafia show. It's like Sopranos. But it's like Sopranos, but the 80s. So it's like a lot of them Brooklyn gangsters that didn't, like John Gotti and them got all the notoriety, but there was a lot of guys who wasn't on the news. And they was like, they put in work. Yeah, and they like, fuck that. We gotta tell our story.
Yeah.
Man.
So do you do acting lessons? Do you take acting
Never,
lessons?
not one in my life. And it's funny because Shaq be like, fake ass. Fake ass Cuba Gooding over here. I'm like, I never fucking acted in my life because we got mad smart. I can't give up too much, but make sure y'all tune in to Gravesend season 3. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a better actor than obviously people tell me than I thought I was.
Heck yeah. D skills, we see you out there. You got a quick question for our brother?
Yeah. What's good, Saigon, the Yard Father? What's good, fam?
What's up, Scales? What's popping?
Just chilling, man. Out here in North Carolina, it's raining right now. It's getting flooded, thunderstorms going on.
Shout out to North.
I just want to tell you, man, I've been a fan of you since day one, man. Like, I got all your albums, even The Greatest Story Never Told, man. Like,
thank you, man. I appreciate
that album. I was bumping that album all through 2011. But I got a question, man. Like,
what's up?
Like, your first single with Trey Songz, man, Pain in My Life, man. I felt like that record should have went to radio, man. Like, that record could have been a hit. Trey Songz was
hot at the time. Like,
I agree. You know what? That's where me and the label started bumping heads because they wanted us to make a sex rap song, whatever the case. But I was like, nah, this is important because this guy has a lot of attention from the ladies, and I wanted to go to the other side of the coin, you know. And it was an amazing song, but they didn't understand it. Like the label was like, bro, you know, bust your artistic nut on the rest of the album. Give us our shake your ass music.
that's how it is. That's how it is with labels nowadays. And I know you and Lupe Fiasco kind of went through the same thing on the same label.
A lot of us went through that in Atlantic, but you know,
even T.I.
Yeah, even T.I. All of them. I was the first one saying, hey, these motherfuckers, once you start putting substance in your shit, and you figure like
Little Brother.
Little Brother, a lot of them.
North Carolina,
everybody
that's one of my favorite groups right there.
Yeah.
Little Brother went through that with the minstrel show. But I got one more question. Man. I can't wait to hear the album with you and Buck Wild, man.
Oh, like thank you, man.
Buck Wild is one of the most underrated producers ever. Digging in the crates. My pops love that whole crew.
I
pops
agree.
love that whole crew. But my last question, like, what was it like working with Just Blaze, man? Because y'all made some classics together.
A dream come true, man. Like Just was one of my favorite producers. Like another one. Like I came in this game, I didn't really care about business. I cared about getting dope beats. and I worked with Static Selector, Just Blaze, Alchemist. Like to this day, I'd rather the money's gonna come, but I'd rather go in there and make something special for the people. I still care about the art of the artistic form of like people think business. They don't realize it's called music business. They forget about the music. You know, it's all about the business. Like, what about the music part?
Right.
Exactly.
Right. I just want to say, man, Saigon, keep doing your thing with the music, acting, and the tech world. And
thank you, brother.
And one more thing. You pull Omar Epps out the rap closet, bro. I sure you appreciate that.
Yeah, you know, I know D-Skills can get you your own podcast.
All right, man.
Yo, shout out to D-Skills, man. North Carolina in the house.
Thank you, man.
North Carolina.
You be going hard. I ain't mad at him.
We appreciate you.
Salute.
Miss Tasha Chin, we gonna, give you
okay, so I love this song. I felt like that could have been chopped up into many different songs. You went really in, and you brought us back to the original foundation of hip hop, right? But you said a few things, and I'm gonna piggyback on what D-Skills said. You said you wanted to do music in a way that represented you. And I know you talked a little bit about technology. So tell us about what you're doing in technology, because if I'm not mistaken, you're answering that problem.
Yeah, because so I'm a brand ambassador for this app called Music My Way. And it's really about artists like myself, like who really feel like I don't want to have to cater to what works. I'm an artist. I don't want to have to keep tracing another picture for people to be like, oh, this is cool. Because I always think of most artists where they get more attention. When you copy, like people, it might seem like it's working, but if you are original, and I think you would get more attention, you get more traction. Me personally thinking that. And I just did it my way, I've been in this industry 20 years almost, over 20 years. And I always did it my way and I made it work. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at other people and be like, oh, I don't got that. Or because that was never my goals. My goals in this thing, and a lot of people, that's not their goals. Some people care about the artistic aspect of it. That's why Music My Way, you can get paid. It's a simple app. Somebody who likes you could just swipe down and just donate money on some damn near fund me shit. Like if you believe in my career, if you think I'm a music hopeful and you'd want to hear more of my music, help me fund it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need, because you don't need these labels no more. All you need right now is a little couple dollars and you can go do your thing. And I think there's some amazing artists out there who, once they get the opportunity to shine a light, they're going to say, fuck that auto-tune, fuck all this other shit. I could be dope in different kind of ways. Word of my dead. If one of my kids said, word of my dead, I'm a fucking...
They're getting to that
point. Like, what is that? What am I dead? Like that's it. All right. 80 other people. There was a thing called biting when we was coming up.
Oh.
So if somebody did something, you couldn't do it. You had to think of something else.
Something original.
Yeah, like, you had to be original. That was like flag on the play, bro. You're copying. You can't be a copycat. And nowadays they like, okay, oh, he did it. It's easy. We just gonna flip it a little bit and make it ours. And I think that's diluting a lot of the creative part of the culture.
Word up.
Music My Way. When can we expect it? I'm getting excited.
Well, Music My Way, it should be you know, ready to launch by, you know, definitely by August 1st. August 1st. So all you music hopefuls, country artists, jazz singers, we play the harmonica, I don't give you tap dance. Go out there and do it your way and build your fan base, because you can go get 1,000 fans and be okay.
Word up.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Well, all right, Tosh. Okay.
C Styles, what you got?
Yo, what's good, man? First of all, yeah, I've been following you for a long time, brother. And yeah, I'll fucks with the record. The shit is hard. And just to piggyback off of what you're saying, I've always said that in every meeting that we have every week. This new generation, they don't understand it, man. Back in the day, we did call it biting. Nowadays, you call it a trend, and you want to follow a trend.
Yeah, that's a no-no.
I hate that, and I'm a advocate for no auto tune, man. I swear to God. So
yeah, we did it. We had it. Let it go, bro. Like now, you get these young rappers. That's the first thing they do. They be like, they go to the studio. They be like, turn on the auto tune.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, I don't even know what your real voice sound like. You might even need this shit.
Nah, you know what it
You
was?
don't even know
You know what it is? You know what it is, Saigon? Is these new artists trying to be cheap and not get an actual singer to sing on the hook or sing on the record. So they rather use auto tune.
They use that even when they rap. They use it though. They use it when they rap too.
I mean, that's that bullshit. You know,
They don't rap without that shit.
Like I'm like, yo, why are you trying to T-Pain me every record? Like, come on, like. But good shit, yo. Good shit.
Nah, thank you.
Greatest story you never told is still my favorite record. So
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that.
no doubt.
Paint the world black.
Yeah, how's it feel, man? You got, you know, everybody's reminiscing with you.
Man, it's love, man. You know, to be here this long, man, and still be able to do what I love. You know what I'm saying? Still be able to create and be in a creative space and share my art with people who appreciate it, man. Like you can't. It's the best feeling in the world.
Okay.
Feels like purpose.
Let's
play another record.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
There's a lot going on around us. You know what I mean? I'm getting distracted.
So-
I apologize. Yeah. I feel like we got to go to Toxic Love Story.
Me too. Can I talk about that a little bit?
Oh, you guys,
So this is a record that I really wanted. Shout out to my brother Sam Hook, another Buck Wow. So I wanted to create like some R&B, 90s feel, hip hop R&B, like it used to feel when it felt good. And I'm like, that's what was wrong with New York. The feeling is missing. So I was talking to Buck Wow. I'm like, yo, Buck, we need a record that sounds like some. Remember KG's records that they used to sound from Naughty by Nature? Like all his records always felt good. All them Next records and Coffee Brown. After the party, John Name records, they felt good. And I'm like, damn, where's that feeling at? That feeling don't exist. So I'm like, if we can go in there and attempt to make that record like that, and I've never made a record like this in my life. And it's kind of saying something, you know, it sounds raunchy, but it's not. It's really about when you're in them situations where you with a person that you probably should leave alone. And sex keeps you there. You like, damn, I'm still fucking with this person. Like, it's a toxic love story. That's what the record's called. But it's really about the feel. So, DJs, I want the DJ's opinion on this one, though. This is really for the DJs, though.
All right, let's run it.
Let's run it.
PM is that? That felt good.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man.
Everyone in the room. Everyone in the room.
Yeah. Thank you, man. No, I need New York. Need that. Like,
Listen, can you pick one song off this project that you are most excited about, most dedicated about, making sure your listeners tap into?
Well wishing.
Well wishes. Yeah. All right, give us some background on that. Give us some background on that. Where were you?
Well wishes. With my daughter, you know what I mean? Pandemic. I wrote it that long ago, 2020, and it was one of those situations where I was just looking at the world, and the world was just falling apart, and I'm like, man, bro, like, I'm one of them people that think good energy and positivity and love could get us through anything, and I don't think there's enough of that in the world. It's a lot of everything is we run towards the detriment and the bad things and the ills of our community. And so especially us, we represent the underbelly of our community, and we don't represent the people that really, I don't mean like your money and all that. I mean the people that really do the work and really It's a lot, man. So I'm one of them people that wish I didn't know some of the things I know.
Because once you know it, you can't get rid of it.
Yeah, you can't act like
You
you
can't
don't know
unknow it.
Yeah, you can't unknow it. Exactly.
Being woke.
So,
Now you have a responsibility, right?
Being woke.
Now you have a responsibility, whether you choose to pick it up and carry it or not.
And you gotta hold yourself accountable.
You do.
And people don't like being held accountable. That's the problem. People run from accountability.
But before we end, I know C-Style got something he wanted to ask.
What's up, C-Style?
First of all, that shit was a groovy fucking movie, man. Listen, man. First of all, I ain't hear nobody rock that affection sample ever. And I always say, if you're gonna kill a sample, you gotta be as good as or greater than. My God.
Buck Wild. Wanna know? Digging in the crates.
Yo, he definitely did that sample justice, man. Like the affection sample wins for me. Like that's on some real New York hip hop shit. That brings me back home. About to make me homesick about this piece, man. For real. I'm in Atlanta.
That's what's up.
Word up. Good job on that one. For real, for real.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man.
I think the DJ pack is coming soon.
Huh?
The DJ pack is coming
Oh
soon.
yeah, for sure. We about to Digiwaxx. We about to push this one, man. For the summer. It's a groove, man.
Yeah, that's why you gotta send it.
The groove, man. It feels good, like the young lady said. If music, if it don't make you feel a certain way, then it's, I know I like the way when I feel music. I can like something and I can feel something. It's two different things. You know what I mean?
It's like Bob said, when it's about music, right? When it hits,
It's a certain groove to it. It's a certain groove to it. As long as you feel that groove, it's gonna be a groovy movie, baby.
100%. 100.
Heck yeah. What's up, man?
Appreciate you. Thank you for
thank y'all, man.
bringing the vibe.
Check out to the last record. We gotta do that for you. But should people, because there's a lot of people on here want to get interviews and
Don't even play the last record. Don't even play it.
You gonna hold it?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it.
All right.
Fair enough. I'm not mad at you. All right. For the followers, everybody wants to get drops, interviews, all that.
How do I do that? Just play the room?
Tell everybody you can follow you after.
Oh,
So
Saigon the Icon on Instagram. Make sure y'all go download Music My Way, the app. Make sure y'all watch Gravesend. Go to Audible, get my book. It's called Pain, Peace, and Prosperity. Because it's not how you start in life, it's how you finish. I did almost a decade in jail as a kid, and I just decided I want to turn my life around. I want to make something of my life, and all it takes is discipline, persistence, and hard work. You could do anything you want in this life, and I promise you that. Yeah, we need to preach that a lot more.
That's it. That was a word. You can drop the mic after that.
Thank y'all though, man. Yeah,
We appreciate
wait,
you.
my brother,
How's everybody still here? Man, I wanted the wild, but you gonna keep the exclusive.
Yes.
Nah, anything you've been records you've been feeling?
You talking to me? Oh.
on that toxic love story.
Listen, don't toxic love.
You wanna play that again? The rewind?
Rewind.
Let's go. We can bring that kinky joint back too. Misunderstood.
Play that again. Okay. We'll do a couple of rewinds. We'll start with this one. Check it out, y'all. Yeah. We are back. New York, LA, Chicago, DC, Miami, Atlanta, all of that. Live and direct. Okay, here's a picture.
There we go.
Live and direct. We are at the Penthouse.
Yeah.
DWI.
Yo,
DWI.
listen, Tariq just gave me an ill idea, and we're gonna have to do that for one of the later on shows. He was like, yo, forget about the stage. He was like, artist performance sitting down right here would be mad ill. I said, yo.
Facts. That's
So we got
deal.
Kai Baby here. That's what I'm about to say. I want to say
What it
looked
perform
like.
everywhere.
That view is a good look. Like if you just had this.
I just performed on a rooftop on Dumbo at Dumbo House on the rooftop. Nobody ever did that with the bridge behind me.
That must have been so fun.
Can't wait to see that footage. Well, welcome to the show.
Backdrop.
Yes.
Let's do a proper introduction, right? Let's do a proper introduction. My girl Kaya, baby. Clap it up.
She's so New York. We just getting right into it, right? Yeah. Let's skip it.
Basketball questions and all. That's how we talk about basketball. One of the point guard. You know what I mean? But nation.
You look amazing. How you feeling?
I feel blessed.
The couple of pickups we got.
I don't know.
Okay, like I'm in music. Forget that.
Listen, I never lied in my music. I never capped. I'm from New York. So I I used to play basketball. Once I stopped, I'm not into sports anymore.
Okay.
Once you get into certain fields in life, for me, I don't take an interest in it. So I think it's pure entertainment now. So I lost a passion for watching basketball because I feel it's fixed. I feel it's entertainment. It's like music now. It's not fun anymore for me. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like watching a reality show. It's like watching a sports reality show. That's just for me personally.
Okay.
So I really never had a favorite team. I always had favorite players. I'm from New York. That's just how I was raised. Any New York team is my favorite team. I don't have to know the top starters. I don't have to know who's coming off the bench, who's in the digout and in baseball, who's on the field in football. I'm from New York, period. I'm just
I have a music song question. When you came up with the New York Energy song, was it a regular song first and then you flipped it and was like, you know what? Let me do this. Or did somebody put in your ear like, yo, this is kind of like a good basketball 2K type of record?
No, I had the New Energy record first.
Okay.
It was New Energy, just a New York anthem.
Yeah, I had that. I remember I had that.
An anthem for real in a long time, like a good fun.
You have not.
New York anthem's been years, like over a decade. So I'm like, you know what? This is the my manager helped me find that beat, and it just flows so naturally. When the Knicks started winning like 2 years ago, before they even made it to the finals this far, I made the Knicks anthem.
Oh.
So my Knicks anthem is about 2 years old. So everybody doing Knicks anthem this year to me is corny because it's like, bro, why you didn't
said it first?
it is. Why you didn't? Let's all do it together. Yo, Kaya baby already got one. Let's all do it together. But you know the politics in his business, like I
You know,
said.
everybody's the celebrity in New York.
Mets version, I have a New York Liberty version. Like I'm New York.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not just riding the Knicks bandwagon.
But it
'cause they're
definitely
winning.
fit
I'm
for
not
the
being
Liberty
that.
because I seen them walk up Broadway last year. They walked past the studio. I said,
Before they won the championship. So I'm not no New York ass bandwagon riding bitch. No, I'm from New York for real. So that gets me tight when people try to overshine or override what I was already doing.
Okay. She's from New York and she loves excellence. That's what I heard.
I have favorite players from other teams, but I'm from New York, period.
Okay.
Period.
All right. So what's up with the new project? What you working on? What you out? What's going on?
Listen, my girl Rosa hit me. Shout out to her. And shout out to y'all. Y'all been listening. Digiwaxx. I've been showing love for years. I stay me in here. It was a hassle to get here. I'm not.
Yo, why is there so much
There's
traffic?
construction outside. This thing took up all my park.
Edison is up the block doing something.
Come on.
But I love y'all, so I'm here. This project, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these songs, maybe only 3 songs is probably I did within a year. A lot of these songs are old.
Wow.
So it's just like I had to get it out because I just mentioned the New Energy record. I'm happy I started with that. That record's really been keeping me afloat. That's one of the ones I feel like is gonna catch on late.
Yeah.
I feel like, I guess after all of this shit heats and bubble up. And I'm fine with that. So I just like, I have to let it go because I can't keep doing performances and bookings with just New Energy. I need to drop the new music. The people is waiting for it. And I went on a limb. I'm not gonna lie. I have 1 video done off that project that I did. I didn't have no backup rollout, no videos lined up. I'm just like, I gotta give my fans the music. I have a great support system and I'm happy I did it because it shows
Shout out to Footy.
the city that I really do have a support system that's gonna come outside.
Yeah.
Like my algorithm on Instagram might be like 3 comments or this, but I had over 1,000 people come out and
I wanted to ask about that event, that everybody can't come event the other day. I seen that. I couldn't make it. I was like, damn, I guess I'm one of the can't come.
No,
I didn't make it. Nah. It's cool. The Matrix Studios, you've been in there. You've been consistently last year. I seen you like on 3 different shows. So that lets me know who's working. And when people come there, new artists come, and they don't feel like they got to come through the Matrix after 25 years, I'd be like, yeah, you're not really trying to do everything you could do.
outside.
Yeah. So
that I had to come on, pop out. Everybody Can't Come is the name of the project. So we've been doing like it's the first exclusive listening event. I try to keep it exclusive. I got crazy. I deadass had almost about 300 people come out. We had to rotate like throughout the 4 hours.
Yeah.
And from there, I gave my first 50 guests the next private listening concert that I did in Dumbo Rooftop.
I love that.
But so many people wanted to come, I had to give out more. So we ended up giving out like 108 tickets and then like 500 plus more RSVPs. So it was crazy out there.
sound like she got her marketing and promotion and internet game
I'm
tight.
up it every time. The next one's gonna be a yacht. I'm gonna just up it every time for my Super Kai baby fans that's really been from day one. They're gonna be like, oh wow, look, I came to everything. Yes, I'm with you.
You getting suited up. You getting linen suited up, white. See her with the white suit. You Jamaican. I know y'all love the all white parties.
Yeah.
White with the cloth.
Ooh, look at the naughty. Oh yeah, get her. With the gloves.
You got any questions for anybody from internet, man? Zoom?
No, all right. Let's play a song from the project and then You know, let's pour up some energy.
Let's start with the banger. Let's start with the people's choice. Let's go with Missing You.
Missing
That's
You.
featuring Case.
Oh, word.
Yes. Shout out to the Legendary Case.
Yeah.
We did this record over, and this is the people's choice right now. So this is gonna be in the radio all summer, bumping to the drop tops. And it's one of the records that's gonna carry through the winter, summer, spring, and fall. It's not just a summer record. So it's one of the people's favorites. It's one of my favorites. Shout out to Case. I love you. Yeah.
Every day I wanna pick up the phone and tell you that you're everything I need and more. If only I could find you.
Missing you like a girl without a ring. Missing you like the sun in the spring. Got me shine, you gon' always be my light. We gon' win even if you ain't my wife. Missing you like a girl without a ring. Missing you like the sun in the spring. Got me shine, you gon' always be my life.
I've been missing you like first 48, yeah. Spending time with someone else was a waste, yeah. You know ain't nobody else can take your place, yeah. Choosing you, so you know they gon' hate, yeah. I'm missing you, I pick and choose, but still it's you that I only want. I'm missing you, I pick and choose, but still it's you that I only want.
Even when you ain't around, you know it's still yours. You the only one in town that I got feelings for. You was the one that hold me down when I was pissed poor. My loyalty belong to you, that's why they pissed off, baby. Chicks so crazy, you know they all shady. Love when I was down, but they hate that I ball lately. Don't worry about my exes, you know that they all crazy. If you stick beside me,